Welcome to the Truth Now Show. We know the Truth Now Show. On this good morning, roll the corn. We know the truth now. Galil at the gun. Put the corn and put where you're from in the chat. Put the corn and put where you're from in the chat. Welcome to the Truth Now Show. North Carolina in the building. Roll the corn. Dallas in the building. Put where you're from. Put the corn in the chat. OKC with the corn. Indiana. Rada, what up? Huntsville, Alabama. Roll the corn. Welcome to the Truth Now Show. Well, the truth is at the top of the agenda. The truth is at the top of the agenda on the Truth Now Show. Nothing is above the truth, so help us. Roll the corn. The truth is at the very top. Mike, what up? Chris, what's up? Detroit, the D in the building. What up? Meek the Creek in the building. We know the truth now. I come to act a damn fool today because I got to act a damn wild Indian just for y'all to understand what I'm talking about. Cary, Indiana in the building. Bam, what's up? Roll the corn. All-Star, what's up? This is going to be my podcast. I'm going to put my podcast up like this right here. I just wanted to check y'all, let y'all can check it out. I'm going to call it the Truth Now Show. Welcome to the Truth Now Show. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from in the motherfucking chat. Now, let's get started. Now, today I'm going to talk about, I talked about the building yesterday, the Tartarian building in Michigan. Now I'm going to break down the symbolism and show you the people around the world that use this symbolism that come from America. All of these cultures, they're supposed to be great. I'm going to break it down and show you that these symbols come from America. Roll the corn. Now first I got to go ahead and pan Goofy. Every other day I got to tear a pan Goofy head off because he don't know no better. And he think he can teach my people, to Americans, about African culture when the African culture came from here. Roll the corn. Let's get into it. Look at this guy. Let's get on this guy one more time. He always want to debate, we know the truth now. But you ain't sharp enough, bro. You a pan Goofy. You don't even know what's going on out here with the knowledge. Who are you to teach my people anything? Y'all got to stop that. Now, look at what's on his neck. Look at what he's wearing on his neck. Look at his neck, people. See, when you wear things, see, you think they come from Africa. You think red beads come from Africa, don't you? See, you get up here and talk all this African stuff, but you putting on things on your body that came from your ancient culture from here, not from Africa. It went to Africa. I'm going to school you today, Pork Chop. Pork Chop, you got them red beads on your neck, huh? Red beads on your neck? Where you think it come from Egypt, don't it? You think it come from Africa, don't you? Ashe? You think you enlightened. You got the red beads around your neck. You don't even know where they come from, bro. You don't know the meaning of it. You just think it come from Africa, so you wear it because you think it makes you look African. You damn fool. Roll the corn. Let me teach you where it come from. Let me teach you where it come from, because somebody got to school you, nigga, on what be going on. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Okay, red beads. Red beads, huh? Okay, let's get into that. Red beads, specifically red jasper owl beads, were found at Watson Break, Louisiana. Okay, Watson Break, Mound Complex, Louisiana. Interesting. Roll the coin. How old is Watson Break? How old is Watson Break compared to Egypt and South Africa and West Africa? Let's go look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers, big dog. Roll the coin. Beads were often used for personal adornment and had symbolic significance within the culture that produced them. Right? Poverty Point, Watson Break, on the Mississippi River, red jasper owl beads, red jasper grasshopper beads. Is Watson Break older than Egypt? Is Watson Break way older than Egypt? Let's go look. Roll the coin. Roll the coin. How old is Watson Break, Truth? Red beads of Poverty Point, grasshoppers, artifacts, red jasper and locust effigy beads. Red jasper is to ward off. Red jasper is associated with protection and stability, making it a stone used to ward off crop destruction. It's warding off the evil of crop destruction. Red jasper, it goes against crop destruction. So when I wear a red jasper locust bead on my neck back in Watson Break, that is to ward off the evil of bugs and evil destruction things to eat my crops. This is our ancient culture. That don't come from no damn Africa. Let me get a receipt. Let me get a receipt. In culture. That don't come from no damn Africa. Let me get a receipt. Let me get a receipt. Get a receipt. Roll the coin. Put the 2 in the chat. Put the 2 in the chat. Put the 2 in the chat. Give me the 2 if you hear me. Give me the 2. Y'all hear me? Roll the coin. Now, let's go back. Let's go back. I'm going to start over. Now, we got paying goofies wearing red beads saying we are from Africa. He think the red beads from Africa because he don't know no damn better because he is not the information. He lost on his own planet. He don't know where none of this stuff started at. He just know he getting paid to teach Africa. He wearing red beads on his neck, but he don't even know where red beads come from. And we know the truth now. Gonna show your paying goofy ass where the beads come from. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Red beads, specifically red jasper owl beads, were found at Watson Break site in Louisiana. These beads are associated with Poverty Point culture, Mississippian culture, and while not exclusively found, it's a couple of them found at Watson Break, and it's a whole lot of them found at Poverty Point. Poverty Point and Watson Break are 50 miles away from each other. Both of them got red beads on the site in the mounds. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Beads, effigy beads, were often used for personal adornment. Symbolic significance was within the culture that produced them, right? Poverty Point, Watson Break, red jasper owl. The owl represents knowledge, people, wisdom, right? And the red grasshopper represents the destruction of crops, the destruction of agriculture. We don't want the grasshopper to come in and eat our crops up before the harvest. So we wear the red beads or the red owl or the red locust beads around our neck to protect us from destruction of crops. Do not destruct the harvest, because the harvest is going to starve our people. So we wear things to ward off evil of destruction of the crops. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. That's where they come from. Roll the coin. Now, how old is Watson Break? Watson Break in northeastern Louisiana is older than the pyramids of Egypt. We got people wearing red beads in Louisiana and Mississippi on the Mississippi River way before Egypt was ever built. Roll the coin. The red bead culture don't come from Africa, nigga. We were wearing them at the mounds on the Mississippi River 1,000 years before Egypt was built. Roll the coin. Pyramids date back to 2686 BC. That's 4,600 years, people. That's 4,600 years. Watson Break is 5,400 years old. That is 800 years older than Egypt. That is 800, 700 and some years older than Egypt, wearing red beads on the Mississippi River. Roll the coin. That culture don't come from Egypt. We bought that to over there. Let's keep going. Red jasper. It wards off crop destruction. Red jasper wards off crop destruction. The first crop destruction comes from the first agriculture people. The first agriculture people come from the Mississippi Valley, Delta, not Egypt. That knowledge of warding off crop destruction came from here. So you wearing them red beads, you thinking that shit come from Africa, they come from here. One more receipt. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Let me pull one more receipt. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Let me pull one more receipt. Put the coin in the chat. Roll the coin. Roll the coin. Put the 2 in the chat. Put the 2 in the chat. Give me the 2. Give me the 2. Give me the 2. The coin must roll. The coin must roll. The real knowledge must roll. All that fake shit got to go. All that fake knowledge got to go. It's over with. Wrap it up. Go get a job. Go get a job. You teaching alien shit, go get a job. You teaching my people didn't build all this shit and create all this shit, go get a job. You teaching civilization, knowledge came from Africa, go get a job. Because you're teaching the wrong thing and I'm finna end your career. Your career must be gone. Roll the coin. Now, we are wearing red jasper beads in America at the mound complexes, older than Egypt, 800 years older than Egypt, right? The red jasper wards off crop destruction. That's why you put a red jasper grasshopper around your neck in beads. You put the red jasper owl around your neck for wisdom, right? Let's keep going. Red jasper beads, effigy beads in the mounds. You see that? Now, if it wards off evil, what does it do in Egypt? What does it do in Egypt, people? Red beads worn by Egyptians, amulets, believed to possess protective qualities against evil. Protective qualities against evil. Roll the coin. Here we go. They did use red to color symbolism, life and danger, right? Red bees to ward off evil crop destruction. That's the same damn thing. We wearing it on the mound to ward off crop destruction. Egyptians are wearing them in Egypt to ward off crop destruction. But who is older? Watson Break, the Mississippi Valley. Where do you think they got that from? Where do you think they got that from? See, I'm going to get into detail because ain't nobody getting into detail about our history, bro. Why are Egyptians wearing red jasper beads? Huh? That's why you got them on. You think it come from Africa. Whole time, we wearing red jasper beads over here at Watson Break 1,000 years before Egypt was ever built. That knowledge comes from here. That knowledge comes from the real Kemet, the real black soil, the Mississippi River, the Mississippi Delta. That don't come from no Africa. That don't come from no Egyptian culture. They were taught that from people coming over there doing these things before they ever knew about them. It means the same exact thing. It means the same exact thing, people. Roll the coin. Poverty Point, red owl beads. You see the hole in the bead? This is beads around the neck. Yes, protection from evil. Roll the coin. You see it. Let's keep going. Here we go. I got receipts. Red jasper, potbelly owl, Poverty Point, Louisiana. Discovered across the South from Louisiana to Florida. They everywhere. They everywhere in the Southeast. You think that Egyptian Nile River culture don't come from here? Roll the coin. Whoa, truth. Cotto mounds in Texas. Red jasper. Bees round the neck. You think you doing something. You think you teaching something. You think you know where that come from. That come from here, big dog. Roll the coin. Roll the coin. Same meaning. Here we go. I got more receipts. Red jasper. Polished hard stone. Red jasper. Where is it found at? Poverty Point. Locust beads. Poverty Point. Watson Break. Here we go. Poverty Point. Across the southern states, western Louisiana, Arkansas, right? The bees have features that resemble locusts, grasshoppers. Why are they resembling grasshoppers with the red jasper? Because it wards off crop destruction. That's where the knowledge come from. Egyptians are our lineage of bloodline doing the same damn thing, warding off crop destruction. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. Y'all can stop all this Egyptology. Stop it. Now we understand where this stuff come from. Now we know where it come from and where it went to other places. Now let's get a little deeper. Now we finna roll the coin a little deeper. Let's get a little deeper. Let's something else I'm studying. Y'all know I like to show y'all what I'm studying so we can stay on the same page, right? Mocha Indians. Mocha Indians. Melanated people. South America. Peru. Mocha Indians. Look at the beautiful headdress. Look at the clothes. Look at the gold cup. Gold earrings. Jasper. These people are civilized. These are melanated Indians in South America. Melanated Indians in South America. Look at the pottery. Look at the motherfucking pottery. These ain't no hunter-gatherers. These ain't no Mongolians. These ain't no YT people. Look at the real artifacts. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Look. Look at this man. These are our damn people, man. Stop playing with us. Been in Peru building pyramids. Down there in Peru building pyramids. These people built pyramids before pyramids ever went to Egypt, ever went to Samaria. Watch this. Roll the corn. Look at your boy. He just as copper colored as he want to be. Roll the corn. Then I'm going to show y'all some history on these people. Then I'm going to show you the history on these people. Look at Saint. Look at Saint. Look at the Mocha Indian. Look at your boy Saint. Look at the Mocha Indian. Roll the motherfucking corn, man. These the same people. Stop playing. Look at it. Look at my dog. Look at the Mocha Indian from South America. Let's keep going. Let's go look on the walls. Let's go look on the walls of the Mocha Indian. Look at these melanated people. Look at these beautiful melanated people on the wall, man. Ain't no hunter-gatherers around there. These ain't no damn Mongolians. Roll the corn. These ain't no natives. These our people in South America for thousands of years. Let's keep going. Look at my dog. Look at his arm. Look at his face. Go debunk this. Go debunk this. Debunk this right here. Look what they built. Look what they built. Mud brick pyramids. Mud brick pyramids in Peru. Before Egypt ever built a pyramid, there was mud brick mounds and pyramids already built in South America. Now, let's get a little deeper. Let's get a little deeper because I like to go a little deeper than the next man. My research gonna be beautiful. Because my people deserve beautiful research and beautiful history of a beautiful culture that y'all stole and act like we ain't got nothing to do with this land. Y'all a motherfucking lie. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Watch this. Let's go look at the book about the Mocha. Let's go look at the book about the Mocha. The Mocha tribe, America for thousands of years. The African tribes that came to North Africa 7,000 years ago, they try to say these people African, but they came to Egypt 7,000 years ago and helped build that shit up over there. Right? They try to say the early African tribe. These ain't no fucking Africans. They came to North Africa 7,000 years, built ancient Egypt. They helped build ancient Egypt. The Moche, whoa, what the hell? Y'all, whoa, read that again. The Moche helped build ancient Egypt. You see that? South Americans. 7,000 years ago. What the hell? What the hell, Yante? Now, roll the corn. Now, see, this that real shit. This ain't that watered down, teaching around, playing around. This that real shit. Our people left America and helped build Egypt 7,000 years ago. Moche tribe. Now, let's look a little deeper into this document. The Ware Empire of South America, the Wares avoided the Moche tribe. The Ware tribe avoided the Moche tribe. Interesting. Now, these are the same people that went, some of these people went to the Nile to help build Egypt, right? Moches. But the Ware tribe avoided the Moche tribe. Interesting. Why? Who are these people? Who the hell is the Ware? Let's go check them out. Hold on. We got more receipts. Because I'm the receipt motherfucking God. I'm the receipt God. I'm going to bring 2 or 3 guns to the fight. Moche's take on the Wares. Moche's defeated the Wares. Wares was the most defining war not only in South American history. The Wares destroyed the empire. Moche's hated the Wares because of their killing of humans for their heads. The Moches went through a lot of trouble to destroy everything that reminded them of the Ware Empire. The Wares fled to Africa. The Wares was killing humans and cutting their head off people. And the Moche said, that is uncivilized. Why are you doing that? We got to bust y'all motherfucking head. We gonna bust y'all head because y'all over here doing all this evil stuff on the land. We let y'all come over here. Why are y'all still doing all this human sacrifice and evil stuff on the land? Let's look at that one more time before I give you the receipt. Moche defeated the Wares in South America. Why? Because they were senseless killing of humans for heads. They kicked their ass out. They ran them to Africa. Who are the Wares? Who in the hell is the Wares? Let's go, Side. Let's find the Wares. Who they is, Truth? Where they at? Let's go see who the hell they is. The Heliante? The Heliante. The Wares, hunter-gatherers. This who cutting the heads off, doing all this old uncivilized shit. These damn hunter-gatherers, just like I thought. Y'all down there messing with these Mocha. Yeah, we gonna learn some real history on this channel. We ain't just gonna be making up no alien shit, running around, talking about bullshit. Y'all brought y'all hunter-gatherer ass over there to the pyramid builders, and we like, why are they over there cutting off people's heads, bro? What's wrong with these gatherers? Let's go over here and bust it. Let's go over here and kick them upside. Let's go over here and kick them in their ass, because they doing too much. Y'all barbarians, bro. Y'all just on some cutting heads off, running around acting stupid. Bust their head, bro. Get y'all ass back over there to Africa somewhere, man. We ain't got time for this shit over here. Okay, truth now. Are they hunter-gatherers? Where is the receipt? Wares, hunter-gatherers. Roll the corn. Roll the corn, man. Hunter-gatherers always popping up. Messing with these good people. Why you always over here messing with these good people? Throughout history, y'all been pulling up on some bullshit. We got to bust y'all head and get y'all ass off the land, man. Y'all came from Europe over here trying to find some civilization. Walking around hunter-gatherers, end up in South America and get your head bust because you're playing. Cutting off people's heads and shit. Hunter-gatherer Ware culture. The Mocha were kicking their ass because y'all were doing all that old stupid shit. Roll the corn. It's the same thing go on throughout history. Our people somewhere with a beautiful civilization, here come these people. Doing all this old evil stuff. Let's go back. Y'all think it's made up? Wares. Senseless killing of humans for heads. We know why they did it. We know why they did it, truth. They are hunter-gatherers. That's why they doing all that old stupid. These the people that be mixing in with the tribes, doing all that old human sacrifice. That ain't got nothing to do with us. We were busting y'all head before y'all intertwined with our tribes and started doing all that old stupid shit. Excuse my French, roll the corn. Moche said no, big dog. Moche said no. Hell no. We tried to destroy everything they had. We tried to destroy the whole empire because y'all were hunter-gatherers. The Ware fled from South America to ancient Egypt. Had collapsed, but Nubia had emerged. Sent their ass all the way back to Africa. Get y'all ass out of here. That's what we finna do now. That's what we finna do now. I'm down with the Mocha. We finna get y'all hunter-gatherer ass out of here. We sick of y'all doing all this old ignorant shit on the land. Pagans and cutting out goat blood and trying to say we done it. Y'all done it. Y'all the one cutting heads off doing all that old crazy. We didn't do that. We getting back to the Mocha tribe. Y'all got to get y'all ass back to Africa. Roll the corn. We tired. It's over with. Look at them. Look at the gatherers. Looking just like niggas on today talking shit like y'all ass. Y'all gatherers, bro. Roll the corn. Get their ass out of here. Talking about the war. They tried to avoid the Mocha tribe. The Wares avoided for more. They tried to avoid us because we were finna get off in y'all ass. Because y'all were doing all that old bullshit. Y'all trying to avoid us. Yeah, you still trying to avoid us today. You still trying to avoid us today and act like y'all ain't steal the culture and try to mix in with us. You still avoiding us today because you know we'll kick y'all in y'all ass. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Now, shout out to Casey Macon, because me and him be getting some downloads sometime. Let me show y'all something. I got a couple more receipts that's fire. Let me show you something. Roll the corn. Let me show you something. Now, the melanated people on the Tartarian building in Michigan. The melanated people, the Tartarian buildings in Michigan, right? Let's break down the symbolism. Let's break down the symbolism. Let's get a little deeper. I talked about this yesterday, but I'm going to show y'all who these people are. This is a culture. I'm going to show you who these people are, who they was back in BC times, who they came up to be to build Tartarian-style buildings, our people, and I'm going to show you the evolution of it. Roll the corn. Melanated man with locks on his head, with wings on his back. Melanated man, locks on his head, wings on his back. Where we seen that before in truth? Where did we see that before in truth now? Man with wings on his back. Sumerians? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Here go the original. Here go the original people. Roll the corn. Here go the originals. Let's connect the dots. Let's connect the motherfucking dots. Roll the corn. Now you got this. All the way over there in ancient Mesopotamia. Why is the same symbolism in a building of a stone-made building in Michigan looking just like a melanated Sumerian? Why? Let's think about that. This is some heavy shit. Let's think about that. Why? Why we got the same symbolism? Why everything mean the same? I thought there wasn't no connection between America and Egypt and America and Mesopotamia. I thought they were aliens. Okay. Yeah, this is a mound builder. People, I told y'all that. He got the wings. He just evolved to do great things because they got smarter and smarter and smarter, right? Wings, man. Let's go back to the building. Let's go back to the building. Because over here, we didn't get fucked with. We kept evolving. See, they got messed with over there in the Middle East and Africa a long time ago. We kept evolving to the 1400s, right? Melanated, locks, wings on his back. Let's keep going. It's more symbolism. Way more. Way more. Whoa, truth now. What the hell is that? What the hell is that right there? In the building in Michigan. What is this in the building in Michigan, people? That's a star. This symbolism. Who else got that star? What the hell? Who else got this star? Oh my God, that's the Sumerian star. Whoa, why is the Sumerian star in the middle of Michigan? You ain't get that shit from Switzerland. You got that shit from Michigan. You ain't get that from Switzerland. You got that from Michigan. Why is the Sumerian star symbol sitting on a building in the middle of Michigan? Let's go back. Whoa, same star. I'm not exaggerating. I'm just going by the artifacts. Why is this star the Sumerian star? Way across the damn world. Our people kept evolving on this land because we were never attacked until the 1500s, people. They had tried to act like we was all gone. We were still building up until the colonizer got here. Roll the corn, ascension, real enlightenment, steady getting smarter. See, it's too many hunter-gatherers in Africa and the Middle East. They gonna tear something down. They are destruction. They are destructive. So the last great thing built in Egypt was the pyramid. The last great thing built over here and in the old Tartaria and in the old Siberia are Tartarian buildings. It didn't stop at pyramids, people. See, niggas think pyramids the best thing ever. No, they start building buildings aligned with the stars. Here you go. Here you go. Look at your boy. Look at your boy. Mound builder knowledge. Evolving. It's in the build. Whoa. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. That ain't all of it. We just getting started. We just warming up. Roll the corn. Now, you got the lion. You got the lion. The lion. Sumerian Mesopotamian culture. Symbolism of kingship, power, and control of nature. The lion symbolizes kingship, power, and the control of nature. Why is the kingship, power, and control of nation symbol on a building in Michigan? Because these are the real kings. Right here. This the real bloodline. Right here. Right here. Yeah. You thought that shit came from Egypt, Samaria, didn't you? Huh? We went over there and taught them folks that. We are the structure builders. We are the knowledge. We are the information. You got the lion in the building talking about kingship. Roll the corn. Hold on. You got the lion in the building talking about kingship. Let me get back to that. Roll the corn. Here we go. Represents the king's authority, ability to subdue dangerous forces. Right? Also representing the goddess Ishtar, goddess of love, fertility, war, associated with gods like Nergal and Ninurta. Lions on the wall in the building in Michigan. Y'all didn't kill our people over here to way. Y'all didn't start messing with our people to way after the fact. The bloodline of these people was already over here and went over there, teaching the same knowledge, putting it on the same Tartarian buildings that these YT people can't figure out who built them. We know who built them now. Let me show you where it all started. Let's keep going. I already showed y'all about the Griffin. Now, this is the Griffin. That's the Griffin. Let me show you the Griffin. Roll the corn. Let me show you the Griffin. The Griffin. The Griffin. See the Griffin? You think that don't come from here too, don't you? Let's get into the Griffin. Let's break the Griffin down. Because we're going to learn the truth around here. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Hold on. I'm going too fast. Hold on. The Griffin. The Griffin is the Piasa bird, people. ward off evil. Native American tribes. The Griffin, it started with the mound builder. That's the Griffin. It turns into this over time. It turns into this over time. That's fire. That's what that means. It got the same meaning in Samaria as over here. Watch this. Let me get a receipt. Let me get a receipt. That's what that means. It got the same meaning in Samaria as over here. Watch this. Let me get a receipt. Let me get a receipt. Let me get a receipt. Put a 2 in the chat. Put the 2 in the chat. Put the 2 in the chat. Give me the 2. Give me the 2 of the coin. 2 of the coin. Don't matter. 2 of the coin. 2 of the coin. Now, they go to Griffin in the building in Michigan. Tartarian building. Now, watch this. Let's look at the Griffin in Native American culture. The Piasa believed to ward off evil. The Piasa bird was believed to ward off evil. Let's go to Samaria. Let's go to Samaria. Griffins warding off evil and protecting against various threats. It's the same motherfucking thing. I'm a bad man. Ain't nobody battle. Ain't nobody battle. Ain't nobody battle. The Mississippian blood is flowing through my veins. I'm going to show my people what the hell is going on. I told y'all, and they tried to make me sound like I was crazy, bro, that the Griffin and the owl and the lotus and all of that come from Mississippian culture, and it went over there, and they over there praising these people as gods, over there talking about they aliens. These people so advanced from here that y'all are calling them aliens, and our people are, these fake teachers are so stupid, they don't even know where the culture come from. They so lost, they trying to give it to aliens, extraterrestrials, because the knowledge over here was way bigger than the knowledge over there. Roll the coin, same meaning. Griffin and the Piasa, same meaning. This Piasa bird is on the Mississippi River outside of a limestone cave bigger than a mother right now. It's still there today. Alton, Illinois. It's in Alton, Illinois. You can go see it. You still can go see it today. It's older than the Sumerians. It's older than every culture. That Piasa bird right there. Right on the Mississippi River. Right now, outside a limestone cave. Big as hell on top of the damn cliff. Right there on the Mississippi River in Alton, Illinois. Mississippian culture. Look it up. Look it up. That's where they got the Griffin from. That's where the Griffin comes from. The Piasa. Piasa means Draconis. Draconis is a star constellation. It's in the light cycle, people. It might look ugly, but it's in the light cycle. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We got more. We have more. What the hell? What the hell? Watch this. Watch this right here. We got more symbolism. We're going to connect it all today, big baby. We're going to connect it all today. Where that receipt at? Where is my receipt? There we go. Okay. Okay, this is outside. This is outside of the building. This is outside of the building I just showed y'all with the melanated mound builder, with the ideology of mound building that evolved to Tartarian buildings. Right? No, hold on. Let me show y'all something first. Before I get to that, let me show you something. Watch this. Mud brick mounds, often referred to as tails. Tails are what they built in Samaria, evolved into older buildings over time. Mud brick structures were rebuilt in the same spot, raising the level of creating mounds. This process of rebuilding and accumulation led to the formation of distinctive mounds that found throughout the ancient. Let's keep going. Watch this. Indeed evolved into permanent and complex buildings. The mud brick mounds are what the Sumerians had. The mud brick mounds are what the Mocha had. Mud bricks started the evolution to start building grand buildings, complex buildings. Mud bricks started that. Then it went up to Tartarian buildings. The evolution of knowledge and agriculture and structure building kept getting bigger and bigger until the hunter-gatherers stopped us from doing it by steady attacking us, right? Mud bricks were used, similar structures, houses over time. They improved, techniques improved. Brick expanded to include more elaborate architecture. So the mound building brick masons evolved and started building shit look just like this right here. I'm a bad man. If this shit don't get 1 million views, I don't know what deserves it. Y'all bet when I put this on YouTube, y'all need to share this, bro. This is where these cultures come from. Let's keep going. Let's get back to the bow and arrow outside. Let's go back. Now this is outside the building. The building I just showed y'all in Michigan. That's the fleur de lis. That is the fleur de lis on the back of a bow and arrow. Here go the bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. Fleur de lis at the bottom. Fleur de lis at the bottom. Ancient corn symbol. Ancient symbolism from America, right here. Let's see that the Sumerians have that. Let's see that the Sumerians have the fleur de lis. Truth. Did they have it? Yes. Historical evidence suggests that the fleur de lis is a symbol of a sterilized flower used by the damn Sumerians. Ancient Mesopotamian civilization is depicted in Sumerian art, including on crowns of gods and a part of the tree of life, and was even associated with their sacred triad. This ain't no damn saint symbol. This is the ancient mound builder symbol. The Olmec had it on their fucking helmets. This ain't come from over there. Y'all tried to turn our culture to a cathedral, a saint, a priest, a cardinal, the Vatican. Y'all turned our symbols into that, man. Roll the corn. I can't teach you no better. If I could teach it better, I would. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. The Sumerians did use the bow and arrow. They did use the bow and arrow, huh? So why we got a bow and arrow with the damn saint symbol on the end of the bow? Or the arrow, I mean. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Roll the corn. Come on now. Let's keep it real. What's going on? What the hell, Leonte, is going on? Okay. Now, inside the building, inside of the building, what is this? What is this flower, people? Put it in the chat. What is this flower? Put it in the chat. What is that? What is this? The lotus flower. Who said it first? KB Ty Mary, I love you and I'm in love with you. This is the lotus flower, people. They try to make it all come from Egypt. Egypt got the blue lotus. Egypt got the lotus. Shut the fuck up. Y'all always trying to get something to Egypt. We got lotus on buildings over here, lotus outside the mounds, lotus everywhere. Big ass lotus fields, lotus this damn tall. Stop it. Lotus on the building. No, let's keep researching. See, that's when the research come in. That's when the real research come in. Roll the coin. Roll the coin. Hold on. Let me find the receipt. Let me find the receipts. Lotus flower, huh? Interesting. Let's see, that the Sumerians have lotus flowers. Roll the coin. Hold on, let me find the receipt. Well, not extensively documented in the Sumerian mythology, the lotus flower did have significance in Mesopotamian and Levantian regions, including Sumer, and was associated with the concept of creation, rebirth, and the tree of life, mirroring a symbolism of Egyptian culture. Now, lotus flower, Sumerians, Egyptians, why is the lotus on the buildings over here? Don't you see the pattern? Don't my people see the pattern, bro? This don't even supposed to be over here if it ain't got nothing to do with the culture. Then you got a melanated man on the wall. Stop it, bro. We know the truth now. This is what's going on with the symbolism on these buildings. The mound builders kept evolving. These are our ancestors, people. These are our ancestors. They want to make the mound builders Native American. They want to make them a YT. Want to make them Mongolian. These are our real ancestors. The mound builders evolved all the way up to Tartarian buildings, just like I told y'all years ago. Because I can see how it's evolving. And when I research it, I can see it. I see stuff like this. The ancestors get me down low like this. I look at a mound in Tartaria with the damn triangle at the top of the dam going in the door of the mound. Then I see this right here. Then I see stuff like this. Roll the coin. Then I see stuff like this. Oh, now I get it. Oh, okay. Oh, download. Man, the people evolved. The front of the building looked the damn same from the mound all the way up to the Tartarian style buildings. Y'all on the internet acting like y'all don't know who built it. I'm going to show y'all ass who built it. I'm going to break the code for my damn people. We always said these buildings was ours. They ours. White boys on the internet talking about some, we don't know, we're trying to figure it out. We've been trying to figure it out for thousands of years. The Tartars, them ain't no damn Tartars. Them our people. The Tartary Empire. The Ottoman Empire is the Tartarian. That's a fucking lie. The Moors, the Spanish, that's a lie. Come on, man. Roll the coin. I'm going to take you all the way back to the mound, all the way to the building. From the mound all the way to the building. Y'all want to see it again? Look at it one more time now. Why is the front door on the mound in Tartaria looking like this? Why? This is ancient culture of building structures with that at the front door. YT people made triangle things, put a president on there. See, YT people found the building. They go into the lab, get some granite. They put their face on the middle of the triangle thing, and they stick the motherfucker right in there. Let me fit it right in there, truth. Let me get the capping. Let me put my people face right here. Ugh. I hope it stay up there. I hope it stay up there. Now you got shit look like this. Now you got shit look like this in the middle of the triangle. That wasn't there. I got receipts of y'all making these damn things, sticking them on the buildings. That shit wasn't there. That flag wasn't there. This shit wasn't there. I got receipts of y'all making these in Washington, D.C., sticking them on buildings. putting Apollo and Zeus and Greek mythology up there, Roman mythology, Moorish mythology. And where the building come from, big dog. Stop sticking your stickers on the front of greatness. Hunter-gatherer, roll the corn. We know the truth now. Sick of these people, bro. Sick of them. What else I had for y'all, bro? I had one or two more receipts. That's wild. That's what's going on out here, people. Look what's up in there. Melanated people with locks in their hair all in the damn building in Michigan. He said, damn, I'm late. I'm going to put this on YouTube. Don't worry about it. This is all getting documented. Everything must get documented. Skelly, I see you been in the thing for a minute. You got a question or a comment? Skelly. Hop in, you want to ask some questions right quick, y'all. Hop in.
Yeah, I had, let's see what I can say.
Yo. No question? Roll the coin, man. This is what happened with our culture, people. I'm going to give you a rundown of what my research has gave me. I'm going to give you a rundown. The first mounds on the Mississippi Valley. The first mounds in the history of the world, Mississippi Valley. The oldest ones, a land with stars. Those people start moving around. They go to Asia. They go to the Middle East. They go to South America. They go everywhere. Still building mounds. It evolves into mud brick structures. It evolved into mud. It started with dirt. It evolved into mud brick structures. Mud brick structures evolved into mastabas, level of pyramids. Pyramids with tops, flat tops, going into a pyramid. Let me show you the inside of a mound. Give you an idea what I'm talking about. Inside the mound, it started to become layers and layers inside the mound, going up into a pyramid-shaped thing. Then you keep evolving. Now you build a flat, straight pyramid, a line with stars, just like the mounds. Now in Egypt, like I told y'all, everybody was attacking them. So the knowledge stopped at the pyramid in Egypt. They couldn't keep building until they got the Tartarian buildings in Egypt because they kept getting attacked in BC times. BC times is before the Tartarian architecture. But the people on around the world that are not getting attacked of this bloodline, a bunch of them live in Russia, which those are the people they call the Tartarian people. Those people are our people living in Russia, building these type of buildings, people. This is in Russia. This is in Russia, people. Ancient Tartaria, right? You keep evolving. Now, wherever our people are not getting attacked, our evolution and ascension is still going higher and higher with knowledge of nature and knowledge of building and agriculture. So in the middle of Russia, ain't nobody attacking them. They start building castles, buildings on top of mounds, people. Now you understand what's going on because you build right on top of the mound. That is the ancient spot you keep building there, right? So in America, in BC times, wasn't nobody messing with us but hunter-gatherers. We could control hunter-gatherers back then. We kept building structures all across America, making cities, people. Because around 1,000 years ago, we was not being messed with like that, right? These buildings are 1,000 years plus. So now we are building Capitol buildings with records, with all the records of our bloodline inside of these buildings. Those buildings are housing our records and history. That's what these buildings are for. YT people come over here and burn up every Capitol building on the land. You can go to any state and type it in on Google and ask, did the Capitol building ever get burnt up in South Dakota? Did the Capitol building get burnt up in Nebraska? Did the Capitol building get burnt up in Mississippi? Did the Capitol building get burnt up in Texas? Did the Capitol building get burnt up in California? They're going to say yes, 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 motherfucking yes, 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 yes. They are burning our history out of the buildings. Roll the corn. That is what's going on the land when these people are burning up Capitol buildings. They burning up your artwork. They burning up the records of the people on the land. They are burning up the original people of the earth who've been here longer than everybody. They are getting rid of the evidence of the ancient, the old world, the Atlantean culture. All across the land. This whole country ours. Everywhere you see a Capitol building it with that granite and limestone, melanated people once dwelled in that building. They built it. So you burn up all the buildings, you burn up all the history, you take all the artifacts, you hide them. You start putting government buildings there. Now you starting to build raggedy ass houses around ancient monuments. Roll the corn. I got one more receipt to show y'all to prove what I'm saying. I hope I can find it. Please, ancestors, let me find it. Roll the corn. Let me find it. Let me find the old Mississippi State Capitol bill. I had the receipt a couple weeks ago. Put the corn in the chat. Put the corn in the chat. Cause this the greatest live on TikTok. Roll the corn. This great live on TikTok right here, big dog. Like I talk like great live on TikTok, big dog. Talk like Gucci around this mother. Roll the corn. Where is that receipt of the old Mississippi State Capitol building? Sitting out there all big and granite. Y'all got some shacks all upside the motherfucker. Why y'all building shacks around this building? It don't go together. Roll the corn. It do not go together. These are the most knowledgeable people on the face of the earth building these things over here in America. I can't even find it, y'all. I have to go back and find it another day. I can't find it. Roll the corn. But y'all get what I'm talking about. Y'all understand what I'm talking about. Go back and look at these old buildings with nothing around them. I'm just going to find any one of them I can find right quick. I think I got a couple of them somewhere. Ain't nothing around these buildings, people. When these buildings first got built, ain't nothing around them. Ain't no houses, ain't no city. This is the culture our people built before these people got here. Ancient buildings they call Capitol buildings and U.S. state Capitol buildings and all these libraries and all of those ancient stuff. It was already here. It was already here. Everywhere. They turned them into Catholic churches, Capitol buildings, U.S. state buildings, banks, auditorium, theaters. The sound wave in the inside of the building is perfect. Turn them into auditoriums, stuff like that. I just want to show my people museums. I just want to show my people because some people believe it, but they don't fully believe it. I want y'all to fully know that our ancestors built these buildings in America in the middle of downtown Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, New York, Georgia, Florida, Arkansas, Nebraska, Arizona, Colorado. We built Jackson, Mississippi. We built all of these buildings. The Griffin is all over the buildings in Chicago. All over them. They everywhere. Cleveland, Detroit. Put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat where you see these buildings at. Buffalo, New York. Come on, man. Everywhere. These are our ancestors, bro. San Francisco. How can you populate this country off a boat with millions of melanated people, bro? How can you populate this country off a boat, bro? It is a lie. This country was populated off people who was already here that look like us. It's too many of us on the land. Can't no boat populate no country. That's foolishness. You think we got all these millions of melanated people and they just bought us over here in 1619? That's 400 years, bro. You think we done got all these millions of people in 400 years, bro? It's foolishness. It is a slap in the face of ignorant melanated people to be playing with us like that, bro. Y'all got to come on with our shit, bro. Roll the cord. Gummy, what's up? You got one question, one comment?
How you doing? Can I ask my question?
Okay.
You made a claim that you said the pyramids and the mounds have the same origin. Can you give me a little history on that? Because I don't really understand when you said that.
The mounds and the what have the same history?
Yeah, you said the pyramids and the mounds have the same history. Can you tell us how? How is that possible? How did they have the same origin?
Yes. Hold on. Let me get you a receipt. Hold on.
Yeah, because I already said the master bars has a flat shape, and you said that's similar to a mound. I never heard about a mound having a flat shape. This is new information.
Give me a 2 in the chat if y'all hear me. Give me a 2 in the chat if y'all hear me. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Y'all hear me? Put the coin in the chat. Give me a 2. Evidence suggests that mounds in Mesoamerica and ancient Egypt evolved into pyramids over time. Gummy. In Mesoamerica, simple burial mounds, elaborate step, is turned into step pyramids, similar to those in Egypt. Bench-shaped mounds called mastabas was in Egypt before pyramids. Mastabas or mounds, which were the tombs of early kings, eventually evolved into the smooth-sided pyramid that we know today. Gummy. I hope you learned.
Can I response again? I'm pretty sure I created a video about this. So when it comes to the mastabas are nowhere shaped as the mounds. The mastabas are ancient burial tombs created by Egyptians in 3000 BC. They predate every single cultural mound made in the Mississippi. So again, key point. The mastabas can I finish?
Bro, how old is the mound?
Can I finish though?
How old are the mastabas in Egypt?
Mastabas in Egypt were created in 3000 BC, around 3000 BC. That's when the first mound was created. They're called mastabas.
We got mounds in Louisiana.
But can I finish?
Get the fuck
can I finish?
Up, you fucking hunter-gatherer.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Shut up. You're doing too much rambling.
Can I see your schedule? Let me talk, bro.
Chill out, bro. We got mounds in Louisiana, 9,000 BC, Gummy Bear. Put the gummy bear in the chat. Put the gummy bear in the chat.
Fair, bro. Like I said,
we got mounds on the Mississippi Delta that are 9,000 BC. You said 3,000 BC, bro. I told you mounds evolved to mud brick, which became
you're gonna let me explain why.
Mastabas, bro.
You scared? You scared, bro? You gonna let me talk?
Why am I scared?
Again, when it comes to then let me talk. When it comes to Egyptian mastabas were created in 3000 BC. They have no structural similarities to the mounds. The mounds in America have a conical shape. A conical shape is a cone. No Egyptian mastarbars has the shape of a cone. Every single mound in the Americas has a conical shape. Go search it up. Mounds in America have conical shapes. When it comes to the Egyptian
Shut your ass up.
room at the top deck,
Shut up.
Egyptian mastarbars have
Bro, be
rooms at the
quiet. You talking too much. Chill.
burial site at the
I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
no single.
Chill, bro. You won't shut up. You a hunter-gatherer, bro. Bro, this is mud brick in Peru. You see Peru? Mud brick. Mastabas in Peru. Same type of architecture, bro. Built up into a pyramid. It started off as a mastaba at the bottom, and it builds up to a pyramid. Mastabas are mud brick. Hunter-gatherer. Calm down. Just because you're doing all that hollering and screaming don't make you correct, bro. We have brick structures under mounds in America, 9,000 BC, bro. You talking about 3,000 B. That is 6,000 years of difference, bro. We have the oldest pyramids and mound and mud brick structures in the world. Craig, Gummy Bear. Calm down, bro. See, you get up here acting like a hunter-gatherer, bro. See, that's how we know who you are, because you can't control yourself. Shut the fuck up. Your structures are not older than ours, bro. We taught y'all how to do that, bro. That's why you have a mud brick mastaba, because the first mud brick mastaba started in America. The first pyramid started in America, bro. The regular mound evolved into mastabas and pyramids, bro. I just showed you the receipt. If you don't like the receipt, go argue with the receipt maker. Damn, I'm sick of y'all people, man. Roll the corn. What you got to say, Gummy? Come on back up.
Yeah, so clearly kind of seems you're scared to have a conversation with me, bro. So again, big time, the master bars has a rectangular shape. Everybody can go search up. The master bars has a rectangular shape. Every single mound in the Americas has a conical shape. So when it comes to the master bars, I'm going to break it down. So when it comes to the master bars, it has burial tombs at the bottom, and it has 2 rooms at the top. Can you show us a mound in the Americas that has a burial tomb at the top and 2 rooms at the top, bro? Show us a mound in the Americas, bro. Show us one mound in the Americas that has similarities, bro. Show us similarities. Show us any single mound that has rooms at the bottom, bro.
Gummy. All of our Indians are buried in mounds, bro. Olmecs buried in mounds with flat tops, bro. Mayans, Mocha Indians, Andes Mountain Indians, Mississippian culture buried in mounds, bro. Adena culture buried in mounds with brick, bro. Even the Anasazi had brick structures they were buried in, bro. All our culture done it. What are you talking about? Stop being a hunter-gatherer and accept the fact that Osiris is a corn deity. Osiris is a corn deity, bro. Y'all Egyptians were worshiping the resurrection of corn in the spring, and they put that with the resurrection of human beings. Osiris is a corn deity, bro. Corn come from here. Corn is on the walls in Egypt. Corn is found in the tombs of Egyptians. Y'all went to the land of Punt, the land of your ancestors that taught you something, and came back with an American crop called avocados, green gold. Gummy bear. Everything civilized in Africa that got a pyramid out there come through our bloodline over here. Sorry for you, but have a great day, Gummy. Marissa, what's up? Let me get a question.
Get his ass, get his ass, get his ass. That's all I wanted to say. Finish him. Because he really needs to get it. Finish his ass. It's done for him. It's done. He know it. That's why he crying. That's why he is crying. That's all I need to say. That's all. I want to get him. I want to get him too. Thank
Y'all follow
you.
Marissa. Follow Marissa. Yeah, man. The knowledge y'all is kicking, bro. It's old school, bro. It's old school, Gummy. Gummy. The maze god is Olmec, Gummy. The maze god is Osiris, Gummy. The great mother, all of that stuff come from over here, bro. Come on, Gummy. Gummy. Every structure you got over there, we got 10,000 of them over here, Gummy. You don't know that? You talking about a mastaba? A mud brick tomb? Come on, man. We got mud brick. We created the mud brick. We got the oldest mud bricks in the world in South America. In the world, Gummy. We got the oldest mummies in the world in South America, Gummy. They won't even tell you how old the mummies in North America is because they had the knowledge. The South American mummy older than y'all's, so I know the North American mummy way older than both of them. Because it started with simple mound building. Then it evolved. That's how you got your culture. Your culture is thousands of years after we evolved, and we brought that knowledge to y'all. We are the race of people who they call the Atlanteans, God's chosen people. We bought that knowledge over there, Gummy. It didn't come from y'all. Y'all got a little bit of our blood, and it helped y'all out throughout the centuries. Roll the coin. User, what's up? We get one question. Our people mixed in with y'all, bro, made y'all way smarter, bro. You better be thanking us. Thank us. Cause the original ancestors of y'all is a humanoid monkey. Don't make me prove it now. Don't make me prove it. We were full humans over here. Y'all ancestors were monkey humans. Humanoids. That's where they get their story talking about. That's why they say the Anunnaki created man and gave them knowledge. The Anunnaki were mound builders from here, bro. We gave y'all knowledge of math and science and architecture and agriculture. So they turned their story into aliens giving monkeys DNA and smarts, but really, y'all just mixed in with us and got a little smarter, and we taught y'all. That's the real story. The fake story is aliens giving monkeys DNA to dig gold. The real story is we mixed in with y'all. Y'all got smarter. Y'all started enslaving us and made us dig gold for y'all because y'all didn't know how to do it. That's the real story, sir. And the Sumerian culture is older than the Egyptian culture, so therefore, you can move around. Darren, let me get a question. Move around, kick rocks, man. You ain't talking about nothing. Black Star, what's up? Let me get a question. Yeah, to confuse the people. Yo.
Yo, what's up? What's up, True?
What's up, bro?
Man, shit. Well, I just want to get on here and say I appreciate for all your lessons that you've been teaching us down here to the Geechee people, man. Because a lot of us been lost down here, and I'm from deep down in the South, like deeper than Charleston, Columbia, and all that. I'm from deep down there, and I just want to give you a thanks for all the lessons you've been teaching us, man. I've been even reaching out to doing even more research since I've been joining your channel, and everything that you've been showing us are facts proven, and the history is there. They even got parts down here with agricultures and stuff like shows that we've been here before, the Africans and all of that, man. So I just want to get on here, give you your flowers and say thank you, man. And I've been trying to reach out to other people for them to join your channel because you really are spitting the truth. A lot of that these other channels are not spitting. They're not showing facts they're only showing facts from all the way from the 18 to 1600s when slave came around. They're not showing shit all the way back from the 15s, the ADs, and the 900s. They're not showing that.
They're not showing them before the colonizer, the liar got here, bro.
They're not showing that, bro. So they only showing shit from the slave times because they don't have history that's from here. That's why they can't show it. And that's why I just want to get on here and give you your flowers, bro, because ever since I joined your channel, bro, I've looked at life a whole different way now, bro. And I just want to get on here to give you your flowers and say thank you, man.
Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that, Black Star. Appreciate you, bro. Much love to you, brother.
Thank you, bro. Have a good one, brother.
You too, bro. Follow Black Star. Follow Black Star. Follow Black Star. Appreciate that, Black Star. That touched me right here, bro. I appreciate that, big dog. Because Geechee, all you gotta do is start researching the Guile Indian, bro. Research the Guale. I don't want to say it wrong because somebody cussed me out because I said it wrong. It's Gully or Guile or, anybody know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry if I butchered it. But Guale. Research them Indians on the Ogeechee River. Guale Indians are descendants from the Mississippian culture who live around the Ogeechee River. That's where they got Gula Geechee from. That is not an African, bro. They are mound building culture, just like the rest of us. They come from Mississippians. Look it up. Yamasee also, Tamuka, all them tribes come from mound building cultures. They just separated out within the Southeast. Now, all of these are our ancestors. So y'all start connecting these tribes to the mound builders, and then you will find the truth. Then start looking in your area for mounds and ancient sites. They're gonna be the same Indian that come from the Mississippian culture. They say we're not Indians. We might not be Indians, but at the same time, we are the descendants of an ancient culture here who wore feathers on their head, who were very spiritual, who had symbolism that went around the world, and then we became American Indians. That's the truth, bro. I can't give it to you no better. They're our people. Ain't no other culture in the world built no mound 10,000 years ago aligned with no stars, bro, but melanated people. They can stop lying. They can stop acting like natives done it. They ain't smart enough. YT people back 10,000 years ago were super hunter-gatherers. They did not know how to do none of this stuff. They didn't irrigate no field for no crops. They didn't have tools like that, bro. Africans 10,000 years ago were not living like people in the southeast of America 10,000 years ago, bro. They can stop that line. Knowledge ain't hit to our people hit the now and change the way their history went. If we would have never went over there, they wouldn't have none of that over there. They can stop it. That's why the people are tall with elongated heads. All these tall ass people over here in these mounds with elongated heads, those are the ancestors of the people with the tall, long heads over there in Egypt. It's perfect sense. Because the hunter-gatherer bloodline got monkey brains and little ass heads. Not the same type of people. Roll the corn. You better go look in Peru with them long-headed people. Florida, Mexico, moving around teaching knowledge. Back in them days, those people couldn't even get tall, bro. Them people wasn't tall. YT people in Mongolia and stuff were 5'2". They pulling up people out the mound 6'4", 6'8", 7 feet tall. Those are the nourished people you got to be nourished to grow that big in ancient times, bro. You got to have a great food process coming in for you to be that strong and that big thousands of years ago. You got to have some agriculture to do that. You got to eat some greens and cornbread. You got to have some corn and beans in your life to be growing that big thousands of years ago. You just ain't finna be out here just eating no damn hunter-gatherer food all day and get big and strong like that. How you think we move these blocks? These people big and strong, bro, and smart. D&E type of people popping up. acting like they the one done it. Right here. Roll the corner. They start popping up trying to look like us. Looking all funny. Hunter-gatherers. We looking like this. We looking like this. We looking like this. We like, what the hell, Leontay? I got the gold. I got gold on, beautiful clothes, big ass gold necklaces. Roll the corn. I got gold cups. I'm rocking sheepskin. I'm clean as hell. I'm fresh as hell when the hunter-gatherers is watching. I'm fresh as hell when the hunter-gatherers is watching. We looking like this, big ass earrings, gold teeth, diamonds. And then here come the gatherer. Here you come with these people right here. Roll the corn. Then these people pop out. Looking like that, looking like that. Hating like a motherfucker. They hate, they like, how these people, he like, her. Mad as hell. We got all these crops, pyramids, everybody eating corn every night, big ass catfish. He mad as hell. We got to kill them motherfuckers. Roll the corn. Ooga, ooga. Ooga, ooga. Girl. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. Roll the corn, man. Girl. Look at him. That's how he looking at the pyramid. This is how he looking at the pyramid right here. Look at that. I don't like that shit. Got a banana. He eating a banana. Look, he got the banana. Look. He got the banana. They over there eating catfish and crops. We found a little bitty piece of This is all I got to eat. Roll the corn. He got the look. All my banana gone. My banana gone. That shit got This is what went on in history. Civilization and hunter-gatherers. Roll the corn. I can't teach you no better. These people evolved off our teachings, took our knowledge, and they use it against us today. They break us up from the knowledge, and they sit there and do pagan worship with our knowledge. Oh, put the girl in the chat, man. That's what's going on. You out there running around playing ball games, eating crops, beautiful families, beautiful teachings, monumental structures on the ground. He outside the city wall like this. We got to get in there, baby. We got to get in there. They balling hard. Baby, we got to get in there. We over here looking like this. We looking like this right here. We all in there looking like this. Look at this. Fly as hell. Look. We like this, bro. Pour some wine in my cup. Pour some wine in my gold phallus. Pour up the wine in the phallus. He out there like this. We pouring wine up in the gold phallus. He out there looking like this. Hey, roll the corn. He out there like he looking foolish. We looking like this right here. Look, we looking like this. Beautiful clothes, headdresses, gold, My boy outside the city wall mad as hell. He don't know how we did it. How did these people do this? How did they pull this off? We got to break this shit up. Roll the corn. By golly, we can't let this shit slide. Girl, this is what happened in real history, people. Roll the corn. Girl. Biting on his lip. Man, let me stop when they ban me on TikTok, bro. Listen, y'all. Okay, when we go back farther to the mound complexes in America, hunter-gatherers were pulling up with the girl. And they ass wanted us dead. They want our buildings. They want that crop field. They want that fish trap. They want all the knowledge out of the building. So we ain't got to look like this no more. We want to look like this. We want to look like this, truth. We don't want to look like this no more. We want to look like this. This is what we want to be. Oh, I got one. Maria S. Maria, you are not natives. No, we ain't natives. We original. We are the original creator of the pyramid and the mound and the ancient culture. Maria, we not no native. We are native to nowhere. You are native to America because you came here at a time when our people was already here. Show respect to the people that taught y'all how to survive on this land. Hunter-gatherer, stop it. Native American culture is not old enough to be talking to us, bro. We built the mound. We are the mound building culture. Matter of fact, let me block you for that. I'm about a native. Take this native block. Get out of here. We don't want to talk to y'all about that. We know better. Your people were attacking my people. Doing the girl. Your ancestors were girl. Coming over here with the girl. We out there like, bro, what these damn hunter-gatherers outside the city walls trying to do? We sick of y'all. Why y'all always trying to come through the door of the culture? Take the native block. How about that? Don't care nothing about no native. It ain't our culture. You got the little culture you do have from us. The fella comes from Haru teachings, Ma'at, not Native Americans. We were practicing Ma'at and wearing feathers for the falcon feather on our head in the mound complex. It ain't got nothing to do with no native. Y'all got that from us. Y'all wearing the swastika sign for entertainment purposes on the TikTok because that came out of star alignment our people put in the mounds. That's why y'all wearing that sign. That's why Germany got it. Mound builders knowledge, man. Y'all ain't created nothing. Roll the corn. Take the native block. How about that? Trying to teach me something. Can't teach me nothing. We know the truth now. I'm going to take 1 or 2 more questions, get out of here, man. Jimmy Crack Corn, let me get a question. One good question.
Peace.
Go.
Yeah, I gotta just give you your props, bro. I didn't even know. I knew you could throw down probably grill or something, but I didn't know you grilled monkey meat, bro. I was up there on Gumby's live last night, and he kept cutting my cameras off, kept muting me because he was sitting there talking about what makes us think we Americans. I'm like, bro, it's simple. He didn't want to hear, the fact that they call themselves the land over there,
Yeah.
Oblivium or Abel Ilalam, when you break it down, and it's the land of Cain. I'm like, it's biblical. They didn't want to hear that. I'm like, all right, so tell me this much then. Why, since I was like, let me play devil's advocate. Y'all say we've been here 400, 600 years. You know how many babies we done had in 400 to 600 years on this land? And
That,
not one time do our babies come out with the ostrich feet. If we got the same blood, if we the same blood, if we the same blood, why ain't this never happened to us? If we the same blood. That's it. That's all. Just give me your props, bro. He kept muting me up, kept cutting my cameras off. He got hurt after that.
bro,
He
you
was
just went
hurt.
hard, bro. You went hard. Appreciate you, Jim. You about to get all this kicked off here, bro. Follow Jimmy Crackcore. Appreciate you, bro. Let me get Jimmy out of here. Jimmy, see, I don't be hitting them that hard. See, I ain't gonna hit them that hard, bro. I'm just gonna give them some words. I'm gonna hit them with words. Now, I don't want to hit them with the real picks. See, y'all be. See, I don't go that far because it ain't that serious to me, bro. I know the truth. I don't even gotta hit them. I ain't gonna hit them where it hurt, man. I'm a little more virtuous than that. I'm gonna let them make it, bro. I'm gonna let them make it. Jimmy about to get all this kicked off the internet. Roll the call. Warlock, what up? Get one question. Jimmy Wilder. Yo,
Can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. Do you know anything about the Naga serpent?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Could you
know.
do a little spill on that?
Okay. The Nagas are people who left here from South America. Because their same culture is over here. People think the Naga culture is an independent culture from that area, but that's the same teachings. That's the same teachings of Olmecs, same teachings of the first Mayans, same teachings of South American culture. So the Naga is a chapter that's coming off the mound building culture of South America. It's not an independent culture from that area. What you want to know
Okay,
about
so
specifically?
is that the reason why they start calling us Negroes or the whole other word?
Yes, I ain't gonna say it's the exact reason. That word do go with it, and then that word was used for people of melanated culture around the world. For it was the first word meant it meant king, right? The first time I seen that word pop up in other cultures, it meant king. So it might be where it came from. It could be. It's possible.
I'm gonna keep doing a little more digging. That's all I had,
Yeah,
though.
that's kind of. I don't want to scratch it out and say it's 100% true, but it could be true. Appreciate you. Good question, Warlock. But see, stuff like that, I try to stay out of it because it don't really help us no type of way. It don't help us to know where that word came from. It don't help us. But the Naga it ain't nothing but a culture that got the same culture we got. Same type of structures, same type of stone building, right? People think the Naga or the Totoshi are older than the North American mound builders. It's not. It's not. It's not. Their culture came from their culture. He said Gertrude. Who said that? Tone Low, what up? Let me get a question.
Couple ice too, please. What a couple ice, just a couple ice. Oh,
Yo,
yes,
yo.
I got a question, bro. Yo, man, I really appreciate, man, what you're doing to the culture.
Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you.
Really appreciate. I got a question, man. I just really just started following you, man. How can I find my roots to my people, to find my people down there? I'm up in Michigan right now, in the
Michigan.
Detroit area.
Okay, 9 times out of 10, your people from the South. Because a lot of people migrated from the Southeast up to Michigan and Chicago and stuff like
Like we
that.
migrated from like Alabama, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, coming up here to work in the this fine.
Exactly. So trace back, try to trace back your grandparents and great great grandparents back into their original state. Find out what county they from, and then you pull the census roll on that year, and then and then it'll show you what kind of people they were being called at the time. So start around 1890, 1900, somewhere back up in there. But 9 times out of 10, your ancestors from the southeast, and they hooked to all this stuff I'm talking about.
I know, because my granddad told me when he was a kid, they had to walk from Louisiana to Arkansas. When they was a kid, that was one of their migrations from walking from Louisiana to Arkansas, and they ended up in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And that's where they stayed until my grandmama sent them up north to work in the factory.
Okay. So yeah, you got to go back until like when they was located in Louisiana. In Arkansas, you got to go back and pull all those records, and it'll link you up to the rest of your family members going back that way, because it'll show the parents of your great grandmother in Louisiana, show her parents. Then you'll start getting back into the original place where they were from.
Okay, I appreciate the knowledge, brother. And I'm sharing you on TikTok and everything. I made the things about the knowledge that the brother Hayes put out yesterday. A lot of people don't know about the Harriet Tubman story. That blew my mind when he told us about the Harriet Tubman story. We weren't slaves. We were just trying to protect Big Mama land. That's all we were trying to do. Have a good one, brother.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all follow Tone Low. Follow Tone Low. See, this the part of the knowledge. Some Rod said, you exactly right. Rod said something powerful. We were connected to that land, bro. That's why we were there originally. Our people are buried on that land that they enslaved us on. Mounds are on plantations. Start looking it up. So a lot of the ancient culture, the old culture, wasn't leaving that land because they people out there. See, when people try to teach you something that ain't connected to nothing, they will teach you that you just got enslaved on some land. Nah, random land. Nah. When you are connected to nature and your ancestors, the Mississippians believed in their ancestors, bro. You not finna disconnect me from my ancestors buried in that mound, bro. So yes, we'll work it out here. We're gonna stay here. We're gonna do that because we connected to this. We ain't got nothing else but our ancestors in this land. So a lot of people end up getting enslaved on the same land their ancestors cropped before they cropped it. Then the crops became colonizers' crops, and they sold them and treated us a certain type of way because they wanted to get monetary value off our agriculture. Roll the corn. It's a connection. Yes, it is. Marcus, what up? One question.
I'm here. Can I say one thing to you, brother?
Yes, sir.
I love you, man.
Thank you, man. I
Man,
love you too, brother.
bro, you done opened my eyes. I've been following you for a while, but bro, you opened my eyes, and then you got me going finding these books in the library, man. Oh my God, the information is out there, man. First, I'm not gonna listen to them. I'm gonna go look it up. I'm gonna go look it up myself, man. You got me on a man. I love you, bro. I love you, man. You good for the people, bro. You good for us, man.
I try to be. I take pride in it, man.
But be careful, man. Be careful. You got that knowledge, man. You dangerous to some people. I'm just letting you know, man.
A lot of people.
You know, you're dangerous, man. But I love listening to you. And whenever you leaving or something, let me know when you're gonna be back on. What time do you? I don't know. Let me know.
I try to go every morning during the week at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock. So somewhere up in there. I'm gonna try to
Okay.
get in there, man. Appreciate you so much,
Okay.
bro.
Man, thank you, man. I teach my grandbabies this too. I make them follow you, man. My grandkids, cause the generation below me ain't gonna work. We got to get these kids, these 8, 9, 10 years old, get this in their head so they can get that white dependency out their head, man.
Exactly.
Trust me, bro. You're doing a good thing, man. Thank you
so much, bro. Appreciate you, Mark.
All right, bless you, man.
Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Y'all hear me? Give me a 2. My phone ring. Y'all give me a 2. Give me a 2. Y'all hear me? Give me a 2. Y'all hear me? Okay. Marcus, I really appreciate that, bro, because like I say, I just wanted to make people think about the things that go on, man. I just wanted to try to point people in the right direction, try to get us some type of connection to some type of knowledge, bro, of the land that we own. Because they always teaching us knowledge of land that we are not even on, bro. We got to start researching here more. We got to start flipping stuff over around here. Because this is where our people was at. This is where our ancestry is at, right? They try to make us look in the wrong areas of the world, and so we can't find what's right up under our feet. What's right up, what's the same air we breathe in is the same air our ancient ancestors breathe. So we got to start acknowledging that. They try to put our brains on a whole nother continent. That's crazy, bro. That's like I buy a house and I'm worried about a house on the other side of town. It's not my fucking area. I got to worry about where I'm at, where my ancestors dwell, where, you know. So that's how I look at it, man. Like, we got to get back to the soil. This soil was cultivated by science and by knowledge. The soil was crop corn and plowing fields were cultivated from people of a science background, of nature. And those are our ancestors. And all the knowledge comes from nature. All of it. It comes from, either the knowledge comes from the stars or it comes from the dirt, man. Simple. When people put other things on top of it, they are reaching. They are putting mythology on it. They are trying to lead us in the wrong direction. We became knowledgeable because we had to feed our people, man. Simple. That's what made us the greatest people on the earth. We are the first people to be able to feed our people and build civilizations, to dig gold and dig copper. You got to be eating to be digging and building pyramids and mounds. So we were more advanced than everybody else. You can't erase that. That's just a true fact of history. Roll the coin. American Product 74. Let me get a question. I got a couple more people in there. I'm going to get to y'all, and I'm going to get to the couple people. Yo.
What's the word, fam?
What's up, bro?
Man, try business, man. I appreciate you, man. 100%, man.
Appreciate you,
The
man.
things I want to say is this, man. We got the same culture that we've been having. If we step back and really look at it, it's the same culture. Everything is in the same. The food we eat, how we interact with each other, the sports we do, how we talk to each other, how we treat each other, how we protect our women. Bro, this is not nothing new under the sun. We got to get this education system out of us, man, and start understanding we need people like you. Salute to the tribe, man. I appreciate everybody. Love y'all.
Yeah, you too, bro. Appreciate you. You're exactly right, American Product. We got to get back to the original teachings of our people, man. We got to stop being superstitious. We got to stop being superstitious. We got to stop believing in myths. We got to stop believing in things hunter-gatherers made up about our culture. We got to stop believing in all these. We got to go back and figure out what all these dates mean and all of these, the spring and the summer equinox mean. And we got to figure out what these holidays mean, where it come from, what culture, where they got it from, where did it start. By us participating in things that we didn't do, it brings upon bad things to our people and our spirit. By us participating in St. Patrick's Day, by us participating in things, days that our people got on the lives, that stuff will have us with bad luck. It brings our virtue down. We do not supposed to engage in pagan hunter-gatherer activities. Because that is not our culture. That is their culture. It throws the balance off. It throws off the power of what you're trying to accomplish and the power of you bettering your family and your people by following a people who are not knowledgeable about things until they stole it and got knowledgeable. So we became followers when we was always leaders. We was always spiritual leaders. Right? They throw off our spiritual balance by doing us like that. They know that. They love to see us out there drinking and partying with them during St. Patrick's Day because they know that they are lowering our vibration to the hunter-gatherer status. They out there drinking like this. They don't even know why they out here. They know why. They know what this stuff means. They know that we can make them people, make melanated people become materialistic like them, and then they forget about their culture and their people and the strength of their spirit because now they are trying to look like them. They want to wear all the European clothes. They want to live in the same houses the European live in. They want to do all of that. I want to move out there with the white folks. No, bro. Quit saying it, bro. That's low vibration, bro. Just because you think they rich and they got more money than you want to live out there with them spirits. You want your neighbor to come in your house and put the demon in your house. No, bro. That ain't what we doing, bro. Stop following those people's lead on materialism, bro. That's why we are in the predicament we in today. We don't follow them people. I want to get money like the white folks. No, bro, quit saying that shit. You need to be saying, I need to get spiritual like my melanated ancestors. That's what you need to be saying. I need to get rich in spirit like my ancestors, not rich in money like white folks. Switch that around. Because when you say that, that lowers your vibration, your energy, bro. Now you stuck with them folks. Working with them folks, thinking they got everything. Really, they worse off than you. They trying to find some spirituality. And you trying to act like them, and they not even spiritual. That's see, what people don't understand is, them people trying to find spirituality still to this day through your culture. They still trying to find it. All the way in 2025. You've been had it in you the whole time. You ain't even got to find it. You were born with it. They try to find it. So at some point, they don't never find it. They just go for the money. Whatever I got to do to get the money and act successful, if I got to kill my whole family, that's what I'm going to do. For entertainment purposes only. Right? Now they turning us into that. Kids disrespecting that. We never had no kids in my day disrespecting their mama and competing with their mama and cussing and arguing with their mama, bro. That's hunter-gatherer stuff. We didn't do that back in the late 80s. You'll be dead. Now we got the kids out here acting like YT kids. Come on, man. They came to America and tried to turn us into them. Why they wanted to learn everything about the mounds, they wanted to turn our culture in. They wanted us to be like them. And that's what's becoming of our people. We are trying to be like them. We want a degree like them. We want to live like them. We want to drive the car they got. We want to wear the European clothes they wearing. They want us to be like them. They want us to be materialistic hunter-gatherers. You go to work, hunt and gather, and get your paycheck and pay right back into the European system. Trying to be like them. Get paid by some Louis Vuitton. Get paid by some damn Europeans. They want you to do that. They want you to put your car and your house and your designer clothes over your mama, over your auntie, over your cousin. Forget them people over there. I'm competing with my own people for European goods, Chinese goods. Bro, we got to break that. We are not in a rat race for materials, bro. Let them do that. Let them people do that. Because while they doing that, it corrupts their soul. It corrupts their soul by them doing whatever it takes to try to look successful. It corrupts them. They already ain't spiritual. Then you get corrupted with materialism. Now you are a demon. You are a devil. You are the low being of the earth. You might have on a Rolex and a Benz, but you still the low demon on the earth. The devil gives you trinkets. He gives you trinkets for your soul. Why does the devil give you trinkets for your soul? He want to trade bullshit for powerful souls. You think your soul worth a Louis bag or some Jordans? It ain't nowhere near worth your soul. Ain't even a 1% of what your soul worth, what your spirituality worth, what your connection to your people worth. That is the problem. True enough, we do our thing to make money for our family, but we do not put that over our people, bro. We do not compete with our own kind. We don't do that. They taught us that. That's why it's like, I don't like them niggas. I don't like them. They come from them, bro. It wasn't like that in ancient times. Different mound complexes were coming together during the spring, planting crops together, bro, living in harmony and balance. That's the real culture. Harmony, balance, meeting up, planting agriculture out there in nature, bro. Now we out there drunk. Now when the spring come, we drunk talking about St. Patrick. Roll the corn, man. That's the truth. I can't give it to you no better than that. Give me one question, brother. Yo, this what's going on out here, man. Hey, what's going on? Zay, what's up? Let me get one question. Yes, I say was used. That's a fact.
Hey, man. What you say? That ain't from Switzerland. That's from Michigan.
From Michigan, man.
Yeah.
I got there from I used to watch battle rap, man. You know, they said a dude had a fake Rolex on. And he was like, that Rolex ain't from Switzerland, that Rolex from Michigan.
Yeah. I have a question. Is the Grand Canyon the oldest place on Earth?
I think the Grand Canyon, okay. I think the Mississippi Valley is the oldest first civilizations on Earth. On the Mississippi River, or between Mississippi and Louisiana, going up the Mississippi River to Arkansas, up in that area. The Grand Canyon is when our people evolved over time, and they had learned all of the technology that they know, and started wearing all the clothing and the gold, and we found the places where we can dig out minerals. Because the Grand Canyon is a place where they dug minerals out, right?
Yeah.
So the mound building culture evolved into the Grand Canyon. Okay. Because by the time they get to the Grand Canyon, they are already wearing headdresses. They already wearing gold and copper, and they already know about Heru and Osiris and Isis. And see, it took time for people to evolve into that ideology.
Okay.
So I think the Mississippi Delta and Valley is the oldest civilizations on the earth. And then they evolved over some time, and then they start moving to the Grand Canyon. It was already enlightened by the time they got to the Grand Canyon. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Follow Zay. Follow Zay. Cause see, the reason I say that is the Grand Canyon is already aligned with stars, with temples. The Grand Canyon, they say they pulled out mummies and all type of statues and gold and all this Peru ideology and all that type of stuff coming out the Grand Canyon. It took time for that to evolve. It started with the mounds and the bird, man. Then it goes into the Egyptian style look of the people in the Grand Canyon over time, right? Because people in the mounds had headdresses on too. But by the time they got to the Grand Canyon, they were evolved. Because to live in the desert and grow corn and have storehouses way at the top of the desert, moving megalithic stones in the top of Arizona and Colorado, and you have to be evolved to do this. So I think the mound building culture on the river is older. Then that bloodline went into the Grand Canyon and started making it great in the Grand Canyon. That's what I think. That's what my research kind of led me to. Droop, what up? Bud G, what's up? Get one question. G, what's up? Get one question. G, what's up? Keisha, what's up? How you doing? I love you. I'm in love with you. You want to get in here? I ain't know. I just see you pop up.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
Grand Rising. I was just coming up to let you know they had banned my other account,
Okay, that's
so it's gone. Yeah, I need you to mod me on this page. I have to make a new one.
Okay. Let me see what I can do. That's crazy. Let's see. Got you.
All right, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing today?
I'm all right.
Y'all follow Keisha's new page. Follow Keisha's new page right now. Follow her right now. I just added you back as the moderator. I got you. Oh, my bad. Damn. Keisha, I got you. I just modded you up. My bad. I ain't trying to do all that. I just modded you up. Roll the coin. I got one more. Y'all follow Keisha right now, bro.
What's going on?
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on? I love your work. Been looking at you. When you used to be on Earth Speak panel, they took my pages and stuff like that. I got a viral traffic stop. I don't know if you've seen it. 4.4 million views. I was educating the police about the Republic and the Moroccan Empire. I'm glad that you separated yourself from the hunter-gatherer when he was trying to say the knowledge. No, because we got to keep it hunting now. I got my videos all over the internet. But I got to give you your flowers because you made that line, and when your soul was tested to prove that the source was divine feminine, you passed your test, and I'm just here to tell you that you will be rewarded in the cosmos.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Follow it, brother. Without the great mother, all the knowledge started with the great mother. All of it did. So if you can't acknowledge that, you're not connected to that knowledge. It's just simple mathematics. It's simple. Divine feminine, fertility of the land and the woman, all that go together, bro. You can't be teaching about agriculture, but you don't know about the divine feminine with the fertility connected to the land, fertility of the land, right? That goes with the fertility of the woman. That's why our ancient culture put that together, right? Fertility of woman and fertility of land, kind of. That's what Isis means. That's what the great mother means. The mother, big mama, all that come from that. So if you don't understand that, you don't really understand the culture. So they're just No smoke. What up? Y'all follow Keisha the Hood Princess. Keisha, put some corn in the chat so I can pin it and they can follow your page. Yo, what up, Smoke?
Yeah, you might got to put me on the big screen for this one, cause I found something. So, now you see the rock already, right? I could literally go to this place right here today. I'm gonna go down there and check this out, cause something just told me to type this in. Don't you know how we got like Snow Mountain and all that type of stuff with the rocks, and that they don't know how they just got there? Now, I'm about to zoom in on this picture, right? And tell me what you see.
I see an eye. I see a.
See the necklace? See the arm? You see the ear?
Yeah, let me see.
It's like Sacrament or something.
I see a couple different things. I'm trying to. What you see?
I also see a Mayan. I see the head with the locks going around.
It look like a lion a little bit too, man. I see a couple of things. It's crazy. Yeah, it's something there.
It's deep.
It's something there, that's for sure.
It definitely is.
What he said again?
You said, where is it at?
Uh-huh.
Hold on.
Piedmont, Delaware. Okay, I'm gonna look into that, bro.
Yeah, screenshot that and then look into it and then tell me what you get out of that. But yeah, I definitely see something in that rock.
Cause see the area, see when you go through the areas of these places, it'll have other things. You know what I'm saying? That go along with that. So I'm gonna check that out. I got you.
All right, bet. That's all I wanted to show you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Y'all follow No Smoke. Follow No Smoke. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, No Smoke. Why is this thing? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to pin Keisha the Hood Princess 9. Y'all follow that. I'm trying to pin it so y'all can follow it. There we go. Follow Keisha page. Follow that right now. Follow that right now. Rhinox 1, what's up?
Shiny and fishy. This purple leaf reminds me of Carly. It even has a sparkly race.
All right. Let me see. Smoke, what's up? Wolf Bay, I got you coming up next, and I'm gonna drop it out. Roll the corn. Chief, what up? No doubt, Rhinox. Let me put it back up there so y'all can keep following Keisha.
Hey.
What's up, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Everything good? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, man. I just want to thank you. Just keep it up. You understand me? Y'all had me speechless the other day with you and Rod Hayes. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Had me speechless. And I'm telling you, that's what I was looking for. That's what I knew it was going to happen. I knew that galvanization was going to take place with all these heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That right there was more fuel to the fire to burn up all this stupidness out of our way.
Exactly.
You know? Hey, that's all I wanted to say, man. Just thank y'all, man, because I got a lot of confirmation from y'all and a lot of new information from y'all as well. You know what I'm saying? That topped off the confirmation. Like, it's solid, solidified, ain't no changing, you can't debunk this. Get the hell out of here with that dumb shit. We own it. We locked it down.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, and it's like, to to be able to communicate with one another like this is so powerful. You know what I'm saying? And that power itself is the very element that's gonna tear down stuff out of our way. You know what I'm saying? Because this is causing us to come together when Uncle Ruckus told us, niggas ain't gonna never get together. We ain't gonna never get together. I said, hey, we ain't niggas, so that don't apply to us. We gonna get together because we ain't niggas.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Once we realize we are the high spiritual beings on the planet, we got to come back together. Ain't no way around.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, man. That's why I just want to salute y'all, man, and just tell you keep it up, man. I'm with you, man. I'm pushing everything I come up. You bring across, I'm pushing it out and adding it to what I got and getting it out there. You know what I'm saying? So, man, just keep it up, man. I salute. One love.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, Chief. Y'all follow Chief
Most
Blackfoot. Follow Chief Blackfoot. Follow Keisha the Hood Princess 9. Follow Keisha the Hood Princess 9. Y'all follow the people for me, man. Yeah, at some point, bro, it's only so long. People who supposed to be pushing togetherness and knowledge, you got to come together with them, bro. It's only so long you can, if you're not trying to come together with your people and talk about this stuff, people who are knowledgeable about it, people of knowledge sit around tables and talk knowledge. That's what Rod say with the brain banging. Brain banging comes from it. So you got to sit around with the people and talk knowledge. I talked to Casey Macon. Me and Casey Macon chop it up, you know, because he just didn't evolve so much with the knowledge. We and him chop it up all the time. You got to sit around and talk to people that understand this stuff and can bring more information to the table, right? Wise people come together for wise things. So if we're sitting here talking about our culture and our ancestry, we got to put wise brains together and ain't no egos. You got to put the wise together with the wise and break the knowledge down for people who trying to understand it, right? So I'm going to start reaching out to people, man. I'm going to reach out to Top Cats. I'm going to reach out to Dane Calloway. I'm just going to, if they, you know, if we don't ever get up here and do it and talk, it's still cool with me. I still love them to death because they brought receipts and I respect it. I respect their work. So I'm still going to reach out to these brothers. Hopefully they say, we know the truth now. Yes, let's get up there and talk, man. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to reach out because I ain't got no ego. I ain't trying to be the only person trying to teach nobody. I'm just trying to put wise people together to break codes that has been put against us for thousands of years. And if I can do it, if I can't do it, at least I'm gonna try. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna reach out to Top Cats Dane. Me and Rod gonna keep chopping it up. Cause Rod is a lightning rod. That's why his name Rod. He a lightning rod when it comes. The man is a walking dictionary, bro. Rod is a walking dictionary, bro. It's only a couple people I ever seen in my life that can literally, off the top of their head, give you history the way Rod give you history. So it's amazing to just hear the man just go through dates and years and names of laws and names of what happened this year, this Indian war, and where these people came from to help these other Indians fight. Rod will tell you about tribes all over the Southeast coming to help tribes in Georgia, coming to help tribes in Florida, fighting war, coming to help the Creek, coming to help the Yamasee. Rod know about this stuff. The date, the name of the war, that's a gift, bro. I don't know all the exact dates, and I know certain wars happened, and I might hit around the year. Rod know the exact year, the exact date. Where they came from. They came from this area to there, help these people fight these colonizers. That is amazing, bro. That's amazing. I'm telling you. For somebody to know the history like that, because they don't want us to know that history. That history is the history that they want to ban from books. that these new politicians are trying to take all of that history out of books, so you will never be able to trace melanated people fighting against colonizers in Georgia and South Carolina and Florida. They don't want you to know that. I want you to think these fake natives signed a treaty in peace. Nah, we fought them people for years, bro. Years. And a lot of people got on the line look like you. And I want our people to know that. Roll the cone. Jay Slate, what up? Get one question, bro.
My quick question is about the pyramids that's under the sand, not the Giza. They say the ones that's bigger, the huge ones that they can't talk about, even though they just found out, whatever. They just the columns underneath the pyramid that lead to water, whatever. We know that that's about sound and things of that nature. Technology that they say is lost that they really stole and hid from us. Make a long story short, it's like, how big is all of our Tartarian knowledge, basically? Like, I'm thinking like, okay, is that the last era that they destroyed of us, that we was at top notch, calling us Atlanteans and all that? I believe that's all Tartarian.
The builders was the last great knowledge.
Huh.
The so-called Tartarian builders was the last great knowledge on the earth. That's the reset, the Tartarian building. The pyramids are before the Tartarian building. So the pyramid knowledge evolved up into Tartarian knowledge, right?
Right.
When we speak about things under these pyramids and under these buildings, we got to understand our culture. Our culture is Duat, the underworld.
Right.
Duat, the resurrection story of the underworld. Now under these places, they reenacted Duat all over the world. In South America, Egypt, Samaria, all these places got some sort of Duat. Even the Mississippian culture got the underworld teachings of Duat. They just don't tell you that. They just say, they just talked about the underworld and the path of souls. But it's the same thing. So the technology ended with the reset of the Tartarian buildings. That's when it ended.
Okay, to double up on the question, sorry to spend the time, but so what was the last? We the first land, America. That's the first land. That's us. We know we started everything. What's the last land?
The last land was still America.
First and last. We basically did it all the way around. So okay, the last being what, Asia before we came back to America, or?
Okay, let me talk about the last land where the knowledge was still going on before I got all took over. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah, like the last piece that caught all of our information, we made them great.
Okay. Mounds popping up in America started with the astrology knowledge and agriculture and building buildings. It moved around the world. It got all the way to Samaria and Egypt, right? Egypt and Samaria was taken over by people who took the knowledge. Cush, Egypt, and Samaria was taken over by people who took the knowledge. When they took the knowledge out of there by attacking those people with wars, America was still evolving in knowledge because at that time, wasn't nobody over here messing with us, right?
Right.
It started here. It went to Egypt in the Middle East. This when all the other people took that knowledge and turned it into religion, deities, turned it into all these teachings of Israelites and Hebrews and Jerusalem and all of that. That's where all of that comes from. So by the time the European and the Moors get this knowledge, they are teaching it over there as if it comes from Egypt, as if it comes from the Middle East, because that's where they found it, right?
Right.
Not knowing that it goes back farther than that. So the Moors and the Christians, the Muslims and the Christians, which is Moors and Christians, they fight each other in the Crusades in Europe.
Fighting fire shit.
Finally, they come to America in the 1400s. After all that taking of knowledge, rewriting books, rewriting the people, whitewashing stuff, after all that go on, right?
Okay.
They come back over here. You pull up over here, you like, why are all these amazing buildings already here? Why is all these people out here living like the book that we are reading? Why are all these people the book that we stole from Egypt talk about this Hebrew life or this Israelite life or this enlightened people life?
Right.
How do these people even know about that? Why are they doing this and they never had a culture or a book to teach them that?
And that was us anyway.
Because the bloodline, it started here and went around the world and came back. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So I see how we travel along that way, but that left out the Mongols, the Asians, right?
Now, the Mongols was always into this. They always was into all this stuff too now. Genghis Khan was going around unaliving everything he could find.
Same time while we going through that Europe shit.
Genghis Khan came to South America and fought Indians in South America.
And them was the Mayans, basically, right?
It might have been it's around the time of the Mayans, around the time of the Mayans. As the first part of the Mayans, Aztec, stuff like that.
Right.
It was the Mayans, but Genghis Khan, these people, it's different civilizations going around unalive and stuff, bro. Different hunter-gatherers like the Mongolians, the European hunter-gatherers, all these people are running around doing stuff this whole time, knocking down our civilizations all over the world.
Basically like the first World War I that nobody talked about when everybody was
talked about
from all sides. It's basically what it was.
But the knowledge ended here because the buildings that are here, which are so-called those tile buildings, are the most advanced.
Okay. Because I'm looking at the architecture. I don't know why, but ever since a kid, I always was in the buildings and things.
You hear me?
Yeah.
What you say now? I can't hear the last part.
The buildings, if we look at the architecture, right, the buildings from the foundation on up, it tells you exactly what it's about. Like, I don't even believe how they say, okay, founded in 18 this, founded in 16 that. I believe sometimes they might put a 1 on it or something like that to make it seem like really, you know what I mean? They just want to stretch out that 1,000 years to keep us so far from our history, not knowing we so close to it. You know what I mean? Because it's like they got roads with metal in it where we had levitation devices, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? As far as power and energy and things of that nature, they keep us away from, like you say, nature and what we know, to keep us trapped in this little, what they would like to call a matrix, but really ain't nothing but a bubble that they keep us trapped in. It's all mental. So I don't know, food. I just wanted to get that off my chest, brother.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, Jay Slate. You're exactly right.
Back at you, brother. Love you too, man.
Love you too, kinfolk. Love you too, Triad. See, what we don't understand is, bro, to learn about free energy, to learn about electricity, to learn about moving things, moving these heavy rocks, and it takes thousands of years to learn it on the earth. And you learn nature, you learn science from nature. See, that's what people don't understand. Science comes from nature. Somewhere in the history of nature, somebody saw electricity light something up and tried to figure it out, right? Somewhere in history, somebody broke into the ground and found a limestone carbonated water, which is the most purest water on the face of the earth coming from limestone. Somebody figured that out. Everything comes from nature. Nature's people figure out science before everybody else. So the people who building these mounds that go all the way back in 1,000 years ago, evolving to these people building Tartarian buildings, they have mastered the art of nature, electricity, drilling, all this old type of stuff. They done mastered it. They figured it out. See, we think this stuff impossible. If you learn nature, you won't really need nothing else on earth. If we just really knew how to go outside and make something up out of nature to conduct energy, make us a house, put some crops on the land, if we just knew nature the way our ancestors did, we wouldn't need nothing. We'd have to buy nothing from these people. We didn't have to deal with people at all because nature taught you how to get to the point to where you are self-sufficient on the earth. It's just simple. So we learned about how did these free energy buildings, they learned it through nature. How did these people drill out these holes in this granite and limestone. They learned it through nature. They might have used water to carve holes through. Water can carve holes through limestone and granite. Some type of water device. I just saw that before. All type of stuff, bro. So they broke us from nature and the teachings of nature that our ancestors were passing down. This is the knowledge that they stole. Once you find something wrote down in ancient times, teaching you how to do extraordinary things with regular things in nature, you take that and you hide it forever. Now you sell it back to the people, right? That's what's going on. The last great Enlightenment ascension is these Tartarian style buildings. That's the last, that's when the knowledge stopped. Right there. That's when it stopped. It was building up all the way into that, then it reset. The reset brought the knowledge back thousands of years because they took all of it and they try to give it back to you for monetary gain. Right? This electricity in this house came from some knowledge our people created. Roll the coin. We wouldn't have no lights. They created that. And people found that somewhere and they incorporated it into making money. Simple. Because somebody had to create this. Dude didn't create no light bulb. Golden, last question of the day, man. Roll the coin. Let me get a good one. Moorish master teacher. I got him, Keisha. I'm going to take him too. Golden, what's up?
Yo, peace. I want to say something about this whole thing because we know the planet got infiltrated by the Anunnaki.
No, they didn't.
Oh, so they wasn't looking for gold.
That's a hunter-gatherer story, bro.
Here you go.
Here you
go. All right, so Americans.
Oh, look, I gotta ask you a question. I gotta ask you a question, bro.
All right, ask me a question.
I gotta ask you a question, bro. Why do we believe an alien came and gave a monkey some knowledge to dig gold for an alien race? Why do we believe that, bro?
Because that's what they put it up there. They put it there.
Who taught that information around the world? You gotta understand where it comes from.
What I'm saying, and nobody really taught it because our people really didn't know about it until Rashad Jamal came and started talking about the Anunnaki and all that. Nobody knew about no goddamn Anunnaki.
I love Rashad Jamal because
nobody knew about no Anunnaki.
He's a heavy thinker, bro. But that shit is.
What I'm saying, brother, nobody knew about no Anunnaki. 20 years ago, nobody wasn't talking about no Anunnaki. Nobody knew nothing. Nobody wasn't preaching it. It's not taught in schools. It's not taught nowhere.
It's not true. Why
let me just get to this.
Hold on, bro. We ain't got to do all that back and forth. YT people was teaching Anunnaki knowledge way before 20 years ago. It came out in the 20s. They was teaching it. Then our people started teaching it because we became dumbed down to believe the stories they created. That's where it comes from. Them people.
Okay. So, what about Kush? Kush is connected to Anu.
Do you know what Anu is?
Yo, bro, I know Anu is Anubis. I did all the research. I know about all this shit already. I'm trying to speak to you because you said you know the truth now.
You know what star alignment is Anu?
All right, you know the truth.
Do you know what star alignment is Anu?
All right, brother.
You done all the research. Tell me what star alignment Anu came from.
Bro, he came from Nibru. All that shit, yo, listen, all this shit is made up by Greeks. The Greeks.
Why are you teaching it then?
I'm not teaching, I'm exposing it. You teaching it. You said you know the truth.
I'm not teaching nothing about no Anunnaki, bro. When you see me say something about some Anunnaki on my page.
You know the truth now. All right, Tartarian. Let's talk about Tartarian since you love to talk about Tartarian.
Bro, all right, bro. I can't talk to you no more. You lower my vibration. Listen, bro. Anu is Orion's belt along the equator, along the horizon of dark and light cycle. That's all Anu is, bro. Anu is the same thing as Osiris, bro. Anu is not an alien. Anu is not, the teaching of Anu is not alien knowledge, bro. Sirius and Orion and the Pleiades star system and the sun is people's knowledge, not alien knowledge. Ain't no crops in the space in our solar system. The only planet got crops is America. I mean, is the Earth. How can an alien being bring something that he never had on his planet? Come on, man. Think about that, bro. If the Anunnaki bring agriculture and knowledge and all that, how they bring agriculture and ain't no agriculture in space? Somebody who created agriculture on the planet brought agriculture to them people, bro. You try to act like you sound smarter. New ain't nothing but Orion's belt. The shepherd of Anu. The shepherd of Anu. Jesus Christ is a shepherd. Haru was a shepherd. Anu is Orion's belt. Quit teaching my people all that nonsense, bro. Ain't no Nibiru, nigga. Where Nibiru at? Where is that? Huh? The first Sumerians were growing corn, bro. Building mud brick mounds. Sound like a mound builder to me. Don't sound like E.T. Don't sound like the big ass alien chasing the white girl around his ship. Don't look like him. Ain't no man splice no DNA of no man, bro. The earth done that. And when they talk about, we taught them people because they was not evolved like us. All of us was from the earth. They just not evolved like us. The smarter civilization teaches the lower civilization. All of us are from the earth. Ain't nobody flying around giving nobody shit. I just cut up in his head and put some DNA in there and taught him how to dig gold. That is mythology, bro. Talking about you done all this studying, you don't know Anu is the shepherd of Anu, which is Orion. You don't know that? Why are you trying to teach people then? Hunter-gatherer? Let me get a receipt just to prove my point. 1 second, y'all, 1 second. The shepherd of Anu is Orion's belt in ancient Mesopotamian mythology. Mythology, nigga. Mythology. Your ancestors came with the knowledge of Orion's belt. They turned it into all different type of names. Now it's an alien flying around. White people taught you that, bro. YTs taught you that. Middle Eastern people taught you that Anunnaki shit. That is not the true knowledge of your people. You don't know that Anu is Orion's belt in the sky? Elite receipt gang. You can't teach that's what I'm saying. Y'all all slick talking ass alien people cannot teach a true history of a real people's culture because y'all are trying to make us aliens and goblins and reptilians and shit. We ain't got nothing to do with that. That's hunter-gatherer knowledge. That is misdirection. They use that to throw us off the real path, bro. Inky is the stars of the southern hemisphere. Enlil is the stars of the northern hemisphere. Anu is on the equator, in the Orion along the equator. When you put it together like that, you would understand the story. The killing of the bull is Taurus. The killing of the scorpion man is the scorpion going into the dawn of the underworld. Hunter-gatherers can't teach us nothing else, bro. Stop. You're on the wrong page trying to push hunter-gatherer knowledge. A YT man in the early 1900s wrote that damn Nibiru story, boy. You don't know that? A YT man made up Nibiru. You around here talking about we come from Nibiru. No disrespect to Rashad Jamal, but that shit is a lie. It's over for that type of knowledge, bro. This is the star alignment for the all-seeing eye. Sirius, Orion, Pleiades, and the sun. That's where you got your deities from. Then you throw the moon alignments in there. Then you get Thoth teachings of a mound building culture who came up with the moon alignments. Because we got moon alignments on the ground in Ohio older than Thoth. Stop the Moorish teaching, bro. What that Moor is? Ain't the Moor in the chat? Who the Moor is, Keisha? Let me get him out of here before I get out of here. What a Moor is? Point the Moor out. What's his name? What's the Moor? What a Moor is? Let me find him. Hold on. Y'all tag the Moor in the chat who got something to say. Moorish master teacher. What's up, bro? What you got to say?
I'm saying, you called me up here. What's going on?
All right. It looked like you said something in the chat that people didn't like. What you say?
Shit, I had all the answers that he needed. If anything, everybody should know all that information.
Oh, now everybody knows this information. Huh? Okay.
What we talking about? We talking about I knew Nibiru and stuff. Come on, man. I said everybody know that. When you said it was okay.
It was okay.
You just said everybody should do certain things. I said the same thing. All of a sudden you disagree. That's crazy.
You never believed in the Anunnaki, the aliens?
Huh?
You never believed in the Anunnaki aliens?
No. I don't do all that.
So what's up with the Moors teacher? What's up with that?
What you mean? Shoot. It's the truth. That's what you doing. Everybody got Moorish teachings.
Moors are original Americans, you know what you think?
Moors are original earthlings. Shit, we all over the planet.
Where the word Moor come from?
Of course we're in America.
Where the word Moor come from?
If you got Mr. in front of your name, that means Moor. And I'm pretty sure you're a man, so you're a Mr.
Man, stop all that crazy talk. Where the word Moor come from?
From Kemet.
Moor. M-O-O-R.
M-R is Moor. M''R. Whatever y'all want to do with vowels, y'all can do that.
What's the original word?
I just told you, Moor. M-R.
M-U-U-R is the original word.
It's M-W-R. The W is a W. So yeah, it is that.
Okay. Now, M-U-U-R is the original people of the earth, not... You know that, right?
Hey, bro, I don't think you just heard me. I agree with all that, but still vowels are interchangeable, so you ain't really doing nothing. You trying to separate something that can't be separated.
Things, brother.
Huh?
Two different things.
No way.
The ancient culture.
A vowel is a vowel.
Original people of the earth are M-U-U-Rs. M-O-O-R started in North Africa. You know that, right?
So what are M-A-U-Rs? What are M-O-R-O?
All that stuff is still Moorish after the fact. It's Spanish. It's Latin. Come on, man. That ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with ancient culture.
It's all the same.
It's not the same. The original MUUR never enslaved people. Moors enslaved people. You know that, right?
Man, I hear Indians on here every day say
That's
that
Native
y'all had
Americans.
slaves. Y'all was the slave
Native
masters.
Americans are not our people. Why are we talking about who they enslaved?
What, American Indians?
Native Americans enslaved people.
Ain't nobody say nothing about no Native. American Indians on here every day say that y'all was the real slave master. Y'all wasn't slaves. Y'all say y'all had slaves.
What are you talking about, bro?
A lot of American Indians, black people on TikTok say
How did black people become freedmen?
Hey, you need to talk to your people.
Man, let me get you off of here, man. You just misdirecting, bro. Listen, bro. Listen. MUUR was culturally assimilated by MOOR after the knowledge got to Africa and Europe. Ain't no melanated people talking about they enslaved nobody, bro. Where you hear that at? Y'all enslaved people over there. Melanated Moors enslaved everybody over there. Their own people, YT people, everybody got enslaved over there. Over here, during the same time, when nobody enslaved. You know why? Because we're not the same people. We come from virtue, helping of our own kind. Y'all come from enslaving people for personal gain. That's what Moorish come from. Moving around Europe and Africa, enslaving shit. MUUR comes from the original knowledgeable people back in the ancient BC times. The word was assimilated because y'all understood that word went with the greatest people on the face of the earth. So you rechange it to MOOR and hook it in with Islam and hook it in with Arabian teachings, hook it in with alien and hook it in with all this old stuff that ain't got nothing to do with it. You ain't never heard no so-called Tamerican talking about they enslaved nobody, bro. When you heard that? Native Americans mixed with colonizers enslaved our people. Colonizers and colonizers mixed with natives enslaved our people. We went in Indian, we came out freedmen. Fucking with y'all. Talking about y'all enslaved the people. You enslave Slavic people, you enslave African people, you enslave Europeans, you enslave everybody. Then you gonna come on here and try to tell me my people talking about we enslaved somebody. Y'all like to play with words, bro. We don't give a fuck what Mr. came from. We know that shit come from Europe. The fuck? Mr. and Miss. We know that. We know we want to call each other Mr. and Miss on the Mississippi River 5,000 years ago. Wasn't no Mr. We know the truth now. They don't come from here. Anything that don't come from here, we don't care nothing about it, bro. We don't care nothing about the etymology of a word from overseas. That's how y'all mix us up with all that brain teasing folk brain and playing. You playing. Don't play with me, bro. You call yourself a mister, you a man, right? Take that shit to the jailhouse, bro. Take that jailhouse knowledge back to Rikers, bro. We don't do that down here in the real South. Take that 20 to life ass knowledge back in there to the checkerboard and teach that shit on the yard. Don't teach it up in here, bro. Y'all are starting to realize that y'all got an enslaver's melanated person's knowledge from overseas trying to teach it to the people who got enslaved. Y'all starting to realize that, ain't you? You thought you were kicking knowledge all through the early 2000s and 90s. You thought you was the man, huh? What's your question, Mark? What you got? Come on with the question.
Hey, yo, what's up, B?
What's up, bro?
Long time no talk, man. You seen me, I know you seen me on your YouTube, man. I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah,
bro.
appreciate you, bro.
it's perfect, man. It's perfect. Cause I don't catch a lot of your lives because the work I do. But so the questions I got questions and a few statements. I wanted your opinion on it. Just to hear your part of it.
Okay.
We seen the movie Sinners. A lot of people seen it already, and I really want to talk about just the culture of that in general when it comes to the blues because I've been looking at endless blues documentaries, and these people, man, is long and gone. But that's one thing we need to understand. Is a lot of these blues people, a lot of people that listen to the blues is long and gone. And my grandmother was basically saying to my great grandmother, I don't want to hear that slave music. You know what I'm saying? Because the 90s basically made way for all different types of genre of music. The whole 1900s. That's hands down a whole thing. So we ain't make no new music after that. We got hip hop was the last thing. That's a baby. But so my grandmother didn't want to listen to this music, and the documentary basically a lot of people in the documentary said they discovered blues in the 1903 and 1900s. But that's just give you a question: how long this particular music been out? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just go ahead, please.
You give you a little background on the blues. You know they say Mississippi is the first place the blues was ever played.
Yeah, so they attribute that to Africa. They say it came from Africa, but
They
you
say
don't hear
Mississippi
blues music.
is the birthplace of music. That's why they say Mississippi is the birthplace of certain type of music, right? That's on that was on the car tags down there in Mississippi for years. Mississippi, the birthplace of American music, right? The blues came from people. Really, it's before slavery. That sound came from people here before slavery. Now, when slavery came, hardship came. Sharecropping came, hardship came. So the lyrics changed. Now, the playing of the guitar and the sound was already here for a long time. The soul, the spiritual part, the spiritual part of it was already here. Now when hardship comes on our people, we put in hardship words on top of the same ancient sounds we've been using. Now that becomes the blues. Now we're talking about how hard it is to live in the South and in the cotton field and tobacco field. And now the blues is born. But the sound and the spirituality of the sound was already here. So our ancestors had already heard this music forever. The other people just got on it. That's why they are trying to come in and take it, because they know this sound is profitable. This is a culture of a people. I can steal and sell it to my people to make them feel the spirit of the music as if my people made it, right? So that's where it comes from. The playing of the guitar and that melodic sound of blues already was being played on instruments before colonizers ever got here. Then when the hardship come, we throw the super soulful lyrics on top of it because we are oppressed. And that's where the original blues come from. And in the movie Sinners, all it is telling you, these people it want to come steal your culture. Vampires are culture stealers. Not really, they call them bloodsuckers because they got diseases in the blood coming out their mouth, but but they are coming to steal culture, right? That's where it comes from.
And I took it from that, man. Like, you know, the problem I had was like, because again, I looked at a lot of the documentaries just to get an idea of what was going on, and it basically what you're saying is true, but I hate the part when they say, oh, it came from Africa. I'm like, what part came from Africa? Like, why they not doing that now? But you know, I'm smart enough to dig through the truth. But also, I told you I've been looking at a few of your YouTube videos, and one I love when you start to read the hieroglyphs and all this stuff. And so one you basically said when you showed the crops, you showed the corn, you showed the plow. You said this is the symbol of the plow, this is the symbol of the crops, and this is the symbol Ra Haru, and it
Mm-hmm.
made me question. We don't really see the sun on hieroglyphs, and it hit me out. It's a reason behind that because we always see the bird, and from what I understand, the bird represents the sun. So when you see the hieroglyph, you see the Haru bird, then you see a plow, and then you see whatever that is. That basically saying roll the corn. The sun is out.
See,
Roll the corn. Correct.
the bird represents Sirius. The bird represents the Sirius star, the morning star, right? Not particularly the sun. Ra is the sun. Only reason the sun is they call it sun worship because they didn't understand it. The sun completed the Holy Trinity. The sun completed the knowledge of the stars, right? Because when the sun aligned with Sirius and Orion's belt, that is the Holy Trinity. That is the sacred knowledge of the harvest. That's the time when you. So Sirius is more important. Like that's why the bird man is everywhere, because Sirius, the sun comes out every day. Sirius don't come out every day. When Sirius come out with the sun, with the Orion's belt, now you getting into enlightened knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So when Sirius align with the sun, that is the Haru ideology. That is the bird man. That's what all that means. The plow is representing it's time to for the crops. It's time to start putting the crops in the ground. It's time for the spring equinox, things like that. So that's where all of that comes from. The plow, the Haru bird, the feather of Ma'at, because the people who created this got a certain way of living. They live under Ma'at laws of how to live righteous, right? So the feather comes from that. So the feather, the plow, and the Haru bird all go together, and they talking about Tamari. So they're saying Tamari is the people who is teaching, because the one you talking about on YouTube, the one they say Tamari is the plow, the falcon-headed man, and all of that. That's called Tamari. That means that knowledge comes from Tamarican people to Egypt.
Yes. No. When you put it that way, it puts a different idea in my head. But as a person that's going through these clips and trying to read through some of this stuff, and then you constantly see that bird, then you're like, okay, so this basically means that it's time to roll the corn. But
go read about Alexial Rising. Alexial Rising is serious rising.
Wait, let me write that down.
That's what all this stuff we're talking about. Yeah.
So my final thing is, all right, Tahuti. I gotta say a little something about Tahuti. I took some time to study him. I don't think he's a god. I think whoever this thing was or whatever happened, he brought knowledge, and it wasn't just about the moon. And he speaks also about the stars. But he speaks about the star. He speaks about, or whatever this deity is, speaks about different things. And what I like to do is compare that to the Bible. And for example, he basically said, like people starting to do sacrifices, whatever the case may be, blood sacrifices. And so I looked at the Bible and I said, okay, this is a plain statement of Cain and Abel.
He said it was wrong, right?
Yeah, he said it was 100% wrong. Like,
exactly.
But this the thing, because I tried to reference it to the Bible, because if you really add them up together, they basically talk about the same thing. Stand to the light and all this other stuff. But he basically, this is the question I had for you about the Cain and Abel subject. How come the Lord basically gave Cain eternal life and for killing his brother? Like, is that like a statement saying the crops is what I hold dear versus the lamb sacrifice or this blood sacrifice your brother gave me? Because
people added it to the story. People added the sacrifice of your people and your firstborn child and your brother and all that sacrifice stuff was added to the knowledge. That's why it's great that you said Thoth didn't believe in it. Thoth didn't believe in you shouldn't make nothing your idol, right? When you start making something your idol and start doing sacrifices, that was against off teachings, right? Yo,
I say that again.
when you make something your idol and you start doing sacrifices, that was against off teachings, right?
Hey,
Okay, that's the original teaching. People made that ideology of Thoth and Tahuti. Tahuti is a representation of a people bringing this knowledge to a place. That's where it comes from. Tahuti is a representation of some type of deity that is teaching this knowledge. Moon alignments, righteousness, no idols, no blood sacrifice. That is a teaching. So we got to understand that we try to put everything with a people. It's a teaching, bro. He represents a teaching of wisdom of how to live, how to do things the right way. And then he's connected to moon alignments for agriculture. So instead of us looking at it like he's a real person that took it over, that done something, look at it as a teaching of a whole group of people teaching the same thing, right?
that's the way I view it.
So if he
That's
teaching
the way I view it.
exactly, you're right. So if he teaching no idols, why are people using him as an idol? It don't even go together. You see what I'm saying? He is teaching no idols come from Hebrew teachings, God's chosen people teachings. So that ideology came from God's chosen people because it ain't got no idols. So it's crazy for a person to teach, push that one narrative of Thoth or Tahuti unto a people and make him an idol when he's sitting there telling you in his writings, the writings of the wisdom of that deity, that ain't no idols. It's backwards, bro. Roll the coin. Y'all follow the ball. It's backwards. That's why I don't understand why people do that, because teach that part of the knowledge. Don't just teach, let's just follow Thoth, the Atlantean. No, don't teach that. Teach, he had no idols. He done no pagan worship. He even talked about offerings. Don't just be out here doing all these offerings. All that stuff is in the knowledge of it. So we have to go through the whole thing, not just give the people a part of it that fits your narrative, right? You got to give people the whole story of it. Cause look at it like this. Look at it like this. Thoth is teaching wisdom of don't have no idols, don't waste nature, don't waste things, don't do that. We're gonna use what we need to use to survive, but we're not gonna waste things. And people be using Thoth like just offer everything, waste everything, just do it. It ain't how they go. Back in them times, you couldn't just waste offerings and just waste knowledge, and it just steady doing this to think you trying to please the gods, but they steady telling you you're doing too much. You can't please no gods. You got to go by the teaching of the people who put their teaching here. See, trying to please to a god is idol worship still. You trying to please the sun. You can't please the sun. The sun the one grew the crops that you gave back to the offering. So during the spring, that's not offering time. Then it's time to plant the crops. You plant it, then you have a festival. You don't give an offering. It's backwards. You plant it, then you have the festival. Right? Motherfucker just out here doing offerings all in the spring. Because you don't understand it. Right? You ain't connected to it. Let me get off the internet before I get in trouble, man. Roll the car, man. I love y'all. I've been on here 2.5 hours, man. Appreciate all the support, man. Y'all go to my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube. Follow Keisha the Hood Princess. Like I said, I made a mistake. I made the mistake too. Don't get it. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm high and mighty. I made the mistake too because I misread I misinterpreted the teachings. But the teachings is during the spring, you just plant crops. You don't put no offering out there. It's the sowing season. Sowing is planting. Simple. So just going out there putting crops on the ground every time you think it's pretty to do it and get on the internet and do it, still not the right way. You gotta do it the right way. And then if I messed up, I got to fix what I said and done and tell the people the truth. If you ain't willing to do that, you think you know everything. No, bro. This stuff is thousands of years old. You got to study. I wake up and study every day. And when somebody when another person who understood that before me brings their knowledge to me, I got to accept it. I got to go research it. I got to straighten it out with the people. Roll the coin. We just ain't out here just putting the offerings down every time your fake holiday come up. Nah. That ain't what the hell this is about. We got to give the earth something to bring out. An offering, the flowers already did. I don't usually be doing that. Let me put some seeds in the ground during the spring. Then celebrate that. I love y'all and I'm in love with you, man. Roll the coin. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to my TikTok live. Y'all, I'm on Instagram now too, putting my videos up on there. Appreciate all the support, man. I love y'all. The We Know the Truth Now t-shirts on the way. The We Know the Truth Now t-shirts on the way. Y'all get ready. I'm going to mail them out myself, and I'm going to do some, like a little card to sign on there and all of that, and send y'all the t-shirts, man. I'm going to start getting them out to y'all. I'm going to say Monday. So y'all be looking for me Monday, man. I ain't going through the internet to sell them. I'm going to sell them myself. I'm going to mail them out myself to the people. Roll the coin. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Khalil at the gun. We know the truth now. We bringing them Truth Now shirts out for the summer. Hashtag WKTTN. Roll the coin. All white and red.